A 1 2, 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 a 1 2. We are back at it, man. Back at it. Wednesday afternoon. What's the date today? May 28th. All right, we back at it. It's your boy Friday Ricky Dread here with another live for your head top. Big salute to everybody who's popping up. I'm on multiple platforms right now. I am on Facebook, on YouTube as usual. Also, I am on Twitch as well as on X, aka Twitter. Big salute to everybody who's popping out. Big salute to everybody who's popping out on Instagram right now. We got a lot of things to get to, so no long talking. Let's just get into our list of topics. OVO Fest is back. All right, Drake makes the announcement for the OVO Fest, and I'm going to give you guys a few more details on what's going on with OVO Fest coming up. Also, the Tory Lanez stabbing video has been released. We'll go over that as well as a few different things that are surrounding that whole incident, and hopefully we can get Tory Lanez coming home just now, man. We're obviously going to get to the whole top 5 and or the GGGs and the MG4L saga that's been going on, or it's like a three-way battle that's been happening in the city between the GGGs, MG4L, as well as BFR. So we'll definitely get into that. I want to see what's going on with Moula first. Big up to Moula first. He's been making some noise, and yeah, I want to address it. Also, dancehall taking over the underground scene. So where rap could have been taken over right now is the underground scene that's doing their thing right now. All right, big up to the LTR crew. These guys are doing crazy things. They just got the follow from Drake. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing the letters right, but the man them who do the dagger rhythm. All right, big salute to those guys. But yeah, we definitely have to get into the dance hall wave that's happening over here in Toronto. What else do I got on the list for our American brethren? The No Jumper shit show. I think I cursed a little bit too early. No, I'm good. Yeah, No Jumper has been a little bit of a shit show. And I want to go over it as far as what's been going on with Almighty Suspect. Adam 22 has just made a big announcement. So we'll definitely get into that. I have some updates on the Pat Stay's murderer's trial. Okay. I've been looking into this in the background. I know a lot of people are kind of afraid to touch on this topic right here, but I'm going to exhibit my bravery and do my due diligence to make sure that we cover the trial that's going on with the gentleman named Adam Drake, who's been accused of killing Pat Stay. So we'll definitely get into that. Afriklka Bambataa has been convicted in his civil case of SA and all types of wild things that he's been doing from back in the days. So I definitely want to cover that. And last but not least, the fires that have been happening in the East End, all the different Indian restaurants that have been, or not only Indian restaurants, but a few different restaurants that are owned by the same people have been under siege. There's a little bit of a war going on in the East End and a little bit more than just restaurants getting burnt. So I definitely want to delve into that. Maybe, we'll do a deep dive. Pause. All right. So gather around. For all my people on Instagram, we are on YouTube. We Love Hip Hop Network. And you can just go on any platform, Twitch, what was on X, Friday Ricky Dread on X. We got it popping. All right. Let's go. Let's go. What's going on, gang? What y'all saying? Who's in the building right now? Adam in the building. I got the chat that's popping up on the screen right now, but I'm going to highlight y'all chat right over here. Big Chill in the building. He said there's a silent war going on right now. Is it a silent one, or it seems pretty loud? I'm seeing every piece of it on Instagram. Unless you're talking about something else. Big Chill in the building says Blessings Fridays. Enough respect. Comment gang. Nico Higgins in the house. Say word. Good evening to Tasha _ Latina in the building. 8 Mobius 8 in the building said good day. Big salute to my home BJ Gill over there in the West Coast. Salute. DRK in the building. Salute. Smash Buttons 1 in the building. Wagwan. What he said? What? We on both. What's good, gang? Paid Way T in the building. We about to get busy, man. Corey Bosch, CY Southwest in the building. Oh, salute to CY Southwest, yo. My empty aliens in the building, man. Big salute to all my people in Montreal. But let's get into a few different things. Let me salute the sponsors, and then we're gonna get into our topics. First of all, I want to give a big salute to Diamond Club, aka Can of Cans. I got a can of that right now. Matter of fact, I just got a new camera too, so if it's looking a little bit better, it's because I got a new camera over here. Big salute to Can of Cans. Okay, you can get these with the freshest of freshest piff, and the cans keep everything sealed and fresh. Okay, you can get delivery across Canada, and also on the Diamond Club site, there's edibles and careful with them. All right, pens, anything you need. All right. Make sure to hit them up on their Instagram page. First of all, hit them up on CanadaCans_Canada1, or go to the Diamond Club page. It's Diamond Club_Canada 2.0. Go on the website. Make sure to use the code WeLoveHipHop. Get yourself a fat discount. You heard me? Also, I want to give a big salute to my people in Ottawa. All right. And I got give a big salute to Only Loud. All right. Only Loud has some piffity piff. Their own piff is fire, but they got a whole bunch of different people under their umbrella, like Astro Pink and Sixpence and all those different fancy brands, all under the same place. Okay. Hit them up at Only Loud. Okay. They got delivery across Canada, same day delivery in Ottawa, and same day delivery in the GTA. Okay. Hit them up on their Instagram page. That's Only Loud Canada, or you can find them on Snapchat, onlyloud.ca. Also, before I start my my stuff, I want to give a big salute to Not For Sale. I got a gift pack over here from Not For Sale. They gave me a special gift pack of some Vancouver Island pink. All right. Hit up Not For Sale on Instagram. Let me see if I can find their page. And they gave me a t-shirt too. I'll find their page in a second while I do my unwrapping of my t-shirt. Let me give me a second. Let me find the homie and show him some love here. We've been busy out here. But yeah, I got a t-shirt here. And I'll rock it next time I'm on camera. Yeah, Not For Sale on Instagram. Should be pretty easy to find. Let me just pull it up here. And I'll show you all my t-shirt. Not For Sale. There we go. Bam. Bam. All right, big salute to Not For Sale. Thank you for the t-shirt. It's a large. I got a little pudgy over the years. I ain't gonna lie. So, you know, I might have to do my little workout and get to fit in that right there. You know what I'm saying? But salute to them, man. Let's get into it though. Let's get into it. So I want to start off by thanking y'all, the people who have been tapping into the network, tapping into the channel. The views have been going up. I've been watching in the back end pause in the analytics section. And I want to thank you because we are on the way to doing 1 million views in 1 month on the channel. All right. Right now, we're close to about 683,000 views in 1 month, which is amazing. But every few days, I see it go up. The other day, it was around 560,000 views in 1 month, and I was like, and I said, "Oh shit! Oh, we looking up right now. Damn, right?" So now I'm looking, and it says 683,000 views in 1 month. I'm like, God damn! So salute to y'all. Thank you. Keep hitting that like button. Keep sharing the content. I could see also in the analytics how many times that the content is shared. So sometimes people think that people just watch these YouTube videos and they don't share it to a friend or share it on their social media platforms. But we be doing that over here at the We Love Hip Hop Network. So I want to give a salute to y'all in the audience and thank you for your viewership. You know what I'm saying? Kay says I'm watching on 2 phones on some Kevin Gates shit right there. I got 2 phones. Big salute to Fall Leaves in the building as well, man. But let's get into it. Big salute to Drizzy Drake. He made the announcement the other day that he's bringing back the OVO Fest. I'll pull up that piece of footage right here. He was at the Central C show. Big salute to Central C. He performed over at the History nightclub. I did a quick news report on that the other day, but I have some more details for you.
I will say this though, because I haven't had a chance to say this yet, but OVO Fest back this year. So I will say this though.
Okay, so OVO Fest is coming back this year. There was a hiatus last year. Was it 2 years that they didn't have OVO Fest? Let me know in the comments. I don't remember exactly if it was a 1-year hiatus or a 2-year hiatus. So I got a couple of details from behind the scene. I was trying to make sure that the whole crew's over there that we're representing. Maybe we can try to do some giveaways for the audience, because I'm here for y'all, man. I'm trying to make sure that we service the audience with anything that they need, whether it's some OVO Fest passes, whatever that we think, right? Two Piece No Biscuit says 3 years, eh? Jesus Christ. When was the last what was the last one? Was it the one that when he did the 3-day festival, the OVO World Fest? Let's look it up. Let's look it up. So as far as the OVO Fest, it's usually in August or right after Caravana time. Let's go look up the OVO Fest. OVO Fest. This year, what's this? OVO Fest predictions. New Rory and Mall. 2017. Performance in 2022. Was this the one when they had the I don't really see one for 2023 for real. I think that's the one where they did the OVO World Fest 2 years ago, 2022, the Young Money reunion. Yeah, not getting a copyright. Let's see. Now I need the proof. Yeah, I don't really think that they had one in 2023. 2023. Yeah, there was no OVO Fest in 2023. So, you know what? This goes to the whole thing with people saying that, oh, Kendrick Lamar knocked the whole festival out of this nigga. Like, he ain't even trying to bring the festival back next year. Oh, you're not like us. Bruh, the man hasn't had the festival in like 3 years. This is the one when they did the Young Money reunion. Jeez. They should have gave me a sideways view. Yo, who filmed this shit? Anyhow, so yes, the OVO Fest is coming back for 2025. I will give you a little bit of BTS. It's not going to be in August. It's going to be going down in October, actually. Okay, salute to Drizzy Drake. It's going to be going down in October, and I can confirm that information right there. Right, it's not I heard or maybe. No, it's going down in October for anybody who wants to know. Now, that's obviously around the time of Drake's birthday, so who knows exactly what the date in October is going to be. I would imagine it's probably going to be around Drake's birthday. But who do y'all think is going to be performing? I'll ask you guys this in the comments. I know one of the mainstays at the OVO Fest has always been Future. He has a lot of opportunities to bring Toronto acts up there, okay, because the city gets hotter every year a little bit. I can't even believe I said that with a straight face. The city has gone down as far as the street rappers, but the other rappers are still doing well. And then when I brought this up before, when I came to like Rolling Loud, and I brought this up with Honcho Hoodlum, he kind of laughed in my face when I brought up other rappers like Havaya Mighty and Toby and different people like that. But to me, they got to be at OVO Fest too. It can't just be the gangster rappers. I don't even know what the question I should be asking in the poll is. Will Future, what's that? Ask that. Will Future perform at OVO Fest? Because, you know, him and Future have had the outs. They dropped a whole album called We Don't Trust You, and then took it back, said, oh, no, Big Three, what battle? I didn't even know Kendrick was talking about him. He could have been talking about me. All right, bro. So I don't know, man. The industry is not even just a Toronto thing. The whole music industry is kind of trash right now. So I can't even think of a great lineup that they can bring. They might have to lean into like R&B or something like that to really give a full lineup of like superstars or artists that are doing well. Like for example, Migos ain't a thing anymore. R.I.P. to Takeoff. So are you gonna bring separate Migos down here? Maybe we can get a Migos reunion with Quavo and Offset getting together on stage. But if it's just Offset on the stage by himself, I ain't trying to see that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I might have to go to the concession stand or whatever when that's happening. Rick Ross, they're not friends anymore. Okay. Meg Thee Stallion, I remember I went to OVO Fest back in 2018, if I'm not mistaken, 2019. Meg Thee Stallion was performing, great performance. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get no Meg Thee Stallion. Right? Rick Ross, the boss. Maybe they've made good. Look at that. 12 years ago. This guy's been doing OVO Fest for a minute.
Let's go. Oh, shit.
This is the one that I was at.
Hey, little CC on the beat, by the way.
I feel like I filmed this. Yeah, it was kind of a shit performance, but it was good to see Ross. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Lashley says, bring out K Money. Yo. Listen, we want to see the Toronto artists too. Don't get that twisted. Right? There's a bunch of Toronto acts that I would love to see on stage, including the gangster shit. Right? We can get the Wasses up there. We can get Top5 up there. He had Smiley performing on the original one. On the one in 2019. Was this 2019? Hold on. Let me just double check the year. Yeah, 2019. Smiley. I can't even spell today. Do they have the performance of him up there? Drake OVO Fest, Smiley. Oh, this is the 2022 reunion one. Well, listen, it happened, okay? Smiley performed. Boogs performed on that same stage. I think Boogs performed right before Smiley. So HB says Sad Boy. Yeah. That's definite. You're definitely getting Sad Boy up there. Who else? I'm just trying to think about even not only the Toronto acts, but y'all could keep on throwing some names as far as the Toronto acts in there of some of these industry relationships that he might still have. And who's still interesting to see? Travis Scott. All right. I'd be down to see a Travis Scott performance. Travis Scott performances are sick. But are they cool? You know what I mean? Like, is that relationship cool? Was that relationship severed? Because I could swear I seen Travis Scott listening to Not Like Us. PNDs, that's a given. Underground Nation said Sav 4X. Yeah, I would like to see Sav 4X, a whole Team E show. Savage, 21 Savage, definitely. They're still locked in. Jordan Chatton Media says Dylan Ponder needs to be up there. Yes, definitely. In my opinion, and you know, in Jordan's opinion as well. Who else, gang? Who else? Moula first, yes. A Moula first performance. HB also says Lil Yachty. Central C. Salute to Yolanda Richardson. Central C. Yeah. And he announced it at the Central C show. He said, yeah, you know, I'm going to need you over there. So he's got his UK representative up there. He could probably bring up Skepta as well. Skepta's still hot, right? Adam. I ain't even going to put that comment on the screen. Salute to TT fan page. See, TT fan page just wants to know what you missed so far. Give us some suggestions on who Drake should be having performing at the new OVO Fest that he's got coming up in October of this year. Who did he have in 2022? I know that's when they did the all Canadian All Stars.
Make as much noise as you possibly can for the one and only Okay. First of all, make some noise for my brothers, Cut, A.W.O.L. Make some noise for them tonight. I kind of want to explain to the city what's happening here tonight. This is probably one of, if not the most important event that we've ever done for OVO Weekend, October World Weekend.
Yeah, the weekend's not happening.
I remember when I was about like 17 years old, I was in a parking lot and I was watching Jay-Z.
He needs to do this again. Okay, this is over at History Nightclub, July 28th, 2022. He needs to do this again, where he bought out all the different Canadian All-Stars.
Do a show for an event at the time that was called Rock the Caravan. It was like the first time Jay-Z had ever really like come to the city and shown us love. And I was with one of my friends from school, and I was in the parking lot. And I'll never forget, we were watching, and he was bringing out all his new acts, like I think like Tierra Marie and like all these like different. I don't even know if you guys know what that is. Like, you know, he was bringing out all these different people, and then you know, towards the end of the night, he brought out one of the most important people to the city. He brought out a man named Quarterlab for shout.
Woo!
And for me, that was really a moment.
Cardinal interview on the way.
That unlocked something in my mind. It made me realize that all this is possible, you know. So I want to thank him, both of them, for that moment. And tonight we are here to celebrate the true foundation of this city. So look, it's some shit I gotta shout out, because I just want to know, like, if I have some like people in here that remember. First of all, by the way, when I was younger, when I used to like go and perform at like Manifesto downtown and shit, or like, you know, I used to be at like little rap shows. It wasn't a show unless Mindbender was in the pit, so shout out.
Man like Mindbender?
I want to shout out Big Apple in here tonight. Very, very influential to the city. I don't know if anybody ever had like a I'm not.
R.I.P. Big Apple, man.
A rapper t-shirt, but I did definitely. So, I want to shout out the Stylist Awards. I want to definitely shout out Flow 93.5. I want to shout out OTA Live, Project Bounce. I want to bring something up too that was really important. You know,
nigga said Project Bounce.
Let you know how long the city has been supporting music. You know, we have one of the only systems. Well, I don't know if you guys know about this, but it's called a Factor grant, where they give you money, to shoot a video. So shout out to Factor for giving us bread to even get the vision across.
Thank you, Factor.
Shout out to Much Music. My brother Matt Babel's in the building tonight. Shout out to anybody that ever went downtown Young Street Caravan on Friday. Shout out to all the Americans that used to come down, show us love. Bad Links, DJ Absolute. Shout out to Rap Sheet DVD. Shout out to Rock the House. Shout out to Real Toronto, which is like Real Foundation. Shout out to Play the Record. Escape Nightclub, Urbanology Magazine, JD's Connection. Shout out to the Ill Kids. Shout out John J. Shout out P+, Listenable Name. Shout out, before we had OVO, we had a brand called ATF. Shout out to Dream Designs. He printed up our t-shirts. Okay. Shout out to Fire Kids, Steenie, Shella, every dance back in the day. Shout out to Most Def for letting me open for him at Phoenix nightclub.
Bohemian Bucket, what up?
That was like one of my first shows ever. Shout out DJ Respect, my first DJ, Sir Lancelot. Shout out to the legendary Little X, Maximus Entertainment, laid a big foundation for us. Shout out to the baddest thing that ever existed in Toronto, Nam McGinney. I don't know if you guys remember Nam McGinney. Electric Circus, Speakers Corner. Look, tonight,
man, spitting.
Tonight is a night we're gonna take you on a journey. We all put the show together.
Okay. So yeah, just a quick announcement. OVO Fest is back. It's going down in October instead of the time that people usually see around the Caravana time. So we got a lot of time to prepare. People got time to save their money up and get their tickets, because I'm sure tickets ain't gonna be cheap. All right, so tap in, man. I listen, I'm not here as this is not an OVO ad or promotion or anything like that. I have not received any e-transfers or anything. Unless y'all want to do that, we out here, man. We out here. But let's move on. What else do I got? What's next on my list? Let's get into this whole Tory Lanez stabbing. All right. Big salute to Tory Lanez. Hope that he's doing well and he's in a quick recovery right now. Obviously, the whole talk of the town has been him being stabbed in prison. And they had the interview with the guy who stabbed him. We'll review that in a second as well. But a video has been released of Tory Lanez getting stabbed in prison. Now, viewer discretion is advised. I'm not going to play the video in full succession. I'm going to pause at certain parts where it starts to get too graphic because, hey, I ain't trying to get my video demonetized. But let's look into it. All right. Follow me on or become a member of our Reddit page, We Love Hip Hop Canada Reddit. This is where all the fuckery is stored. This is posted on Academics' page. And from here, let's see if we can do a quick breakdown and see who's who. So I guess this is Tory right here in front of the man's cell. He's kind of like, posed up in front of the wall of the cell, like, what up, dog? This guy's going down the stairs, brother. Then I guess the guy's coming out of the cell. This guy's going up the stairs, so we got to pay attention, right? Because they're trying to say that nobody was around him at the time when the stabbing went down, when the original reports came out. But I'm seeing a lot of people around him here. And then, okay, now this is when the altercation starts. All right, there's the one shot from the gentleman there. And then we'll take it slow from there. And then I guess, and here, just to give you guys the description, because I've already watched this video a few times, he's stabbing Tory profusely at this point. All right, I want to go back a bit. Because right here, somebody's coming up the stairs. And an altercation starts. This gentleman skeets. He's like looking over like, hey, whoa. But was doing nothing. That's crazy. This is what I don't understand, because I feel like from what Tory has said in his tracks and from different reports that we've gotten and just a lot of YouTube sources and stuff like that, that he was being held down in jail. There's people that, black gangs and stuff. As far as the report that I made before, and I'll tell you where I got that source from, Poetic Flacco, I don't know if he's a Muslim. Okay, but I would imagine that even the Muslim brothers, because they're brothers, would have, if they seen this happening, they wouldn't just let it happen unless he has an issue with them. So that whole thing about nobody being around him is cap. It's super cap. So we'll go back to here because, like I said, it's super graphic. And there's Tory on the ground, and this guy is like, nobody's around helping. If I go frame by frame, And this is a 38-second video. So now I'm on about 30 seconds in. Nobody comes back up the stairs, back down the stairs. Dare I say that was a setup? Because how is it that everybody's walking by up and down the stairs, even in the beginning of this video? Okay, there's an old man in the beginning of this video that was going up the stairs. I'm not expecting him to do shit. But look at this guy. Goes down the stairs like as if he knows something about to happen. And if I go back to the 30-second mark here, or 33-second mark, still nobody in sight. So yeah, nobody was around him at the time when he was getting the shit stabbed out of him. But there was people around. There was people around when the altercation started. And nobody ran and said, yo, Tory's getting stabbed. Help him. Especially if the men that are around weren't about to help him, other black men. I'm just saying, if there's from what they talk about and what people talk about from the inside of American jails, or California jails, they say a lot of it's race related. People hold each other down. You know what I mean? I don't see anybody holding down Tory in this case right here. I just see a lot of Tory getting the best of him and nobody coming to his aid. I could understand maybe they found a time when there was no guards doing their rounds. There's ways around the guards, obviously. It's jail. But bruh, this smells like a setup to me, bro. Let me see if I can find some more this guy's interview here. Tory Lanez stabbing. Hold on, I'll show you what I'm looking at. That's crazy. Free Tory, man. I seen earlier that Larry Hoover got his sentence commuted, and unfortunately, Tory won't be able to be eligible for that because of the fact that he has a state case. Let me see here. Tory Lanez stabbing suspect. Let's do this interview. Let's see what we could find here, because they interviewed this piece of shit. Let's see if we could find the interview with this guy. I'll go over on Twitter and see if we can find it over there. If somebody spoke to this piece of shit. I'll find it in a second. Or did I imagine that? Like, I could swear that they interviewed this the guy who stabbed Tory. We'll find it. Suspect of Tory Lanez stabbing, convicted of murder. Rapper in critical condition 2 weeks ago. Anyhow, all I'm seeing is just bare videos of the guy here, or the footage, I mean, but they're not giving any interviews where the guy was interviewed. Listen, man, hold your head to Tory Lanez. If I find the interview, I'll insert it later in the replay for this when I drop the clips. But yeah, man, it just looks like way too much of a setup from what we can see from this video being released now. Just the fact that, you know, people were walking right next to him and nothing happened. Nobody did nothing. Smash Button says, yeah, there was an interview. Took it down. Really? Don't piss me off, man. Now this is going to bother me. Now this is going to bug me. I'm going up on Academics TV and see if he has it over there. Because this shit's going to piss me off now if they just take this down. Because now y'all are just playing in our face. Because I could swear I seen a clip from an interview with this youth. If I don't see this shit in, like, let's say the next 30 seconds, y'all might be right about that getting erased. But I can't see academics and them trying to take that shit down. Well, goddamn. And I'm looking intently. I know I ain't missed shit. I see a lot of Streamer University, but I don't see that shit. How many days in are we now?
I feel like Twitch is going
7 days. Yeah, something all right. The shorty here.
I'm in the front seat. This nigga in the back seat. I get out the car. I'm done arguing. I don't want to argue no more.
All right, we heard that already. Okay. We'll leave it there then. All right. Maybe he buried it. Now I'm obsessed with finding this shit because I don't like fishy shit like that. Because I could swear there was an interview clip that I was watching with this guy. That should have been pretty easy to find on YouTube, X, anywhere like that with a quick search. Because there was a clip of this guy talking about the beef that he had with Tory and any prior issues that he had with him. And now for that not to be available, something all right. Shares petition of the governor. Yeah, something all right. Anyhow, man, free Tory Lanez, yo. Salute to Tory, man. Let's stay on to the fuckery though. Top 5 and the GGGs, they seem to have gotten their get back. All right, hold on. One more search quick fast. Because that's gonna irk my soul. Somebody said, yo, check TMZ. Shriet. Create. Let me check TMZ. Because once I get into this whole top 5 or the GGGs and the MG4L guys, we're gonna be on that for a minute. There's a lot of fuckery to unwrap in that shit. I don't see it. I do not see it. Yeah, we'll find it. I'll find it on the replay. Okay, well, yeah, let's get into this top 5. Oh, there we go. Exclusive the prisoner stabbed. Okay, so the man prisoner. Okay, the man prison officials say stabbed Tory Lanez multiple times. Says he thought the rapper was coming to take his life, claiming Tory put the price on his head and he simply acted in self-defense. Full story link in the bio. I don't feel like going in there. But yeah, salute to Tory Lanez. Okay, let's get into this whole thing with the GGGs and top 5, man, and K Money, because this back and forth has been happening as far as the GGGs and MG4L. For everybody who's been following the channel or who's been following this whole saga, there was a video that surfaced of the GGGs, I guess, taking K Money's chain. I'll pull it up so that y'all can see what we're talking about. And then we're gonna do a deep dive into the different Reddit pages who've been covering this, because I've been covering this obviously, but the posts that have been popping up on Reddit from all of the different places, whether it's Torontology, Torontologist, there's been a lot. So here's the latest post. And this is top 5 posted in the stories. He says, "Why did you drive off on your brother, Cassie?" All right, and you've got a picture of Casper TNG up here. And here's the video. Is there volume? Clouded, so doesn't go against the YouTube guidelines. So somebody gets out the car, or he's getting out the car, and these guys are like waiting for him. And the car drives off, obviously, as y'all can see here. Lord Jesus Christ. These guys need to do better, man. Holy, man. I'm not gonna when I see this stuff, and I've seen a couple of people ask me in the comments on these Reddit pages, like, yo, Friday, you need to talk to these youths and stuff like that. Bro, I talk to these youths. They ain't trying to hear that shit, man. Okay. When it comes to this stuff, I always rather these guys drop music, even if they're beefing, drop music. And I thought they were on the way to that. You know what I'm saying? This is like one of the last posts before all of this shit happened.
20 outside in my trench, 24 hours later. Want that shit, I take that shit.
Come on, fam. What the ARM said? I paid 2 stacks for the blood at the bottom. Come on, fam. I grew up listening to ARM, fam. Not
Outside.
Jesus Christ. But like I said, before that, they were about to get into some music shit. So like there's a couple of tunes.
We got the drop. Pop up out the V and we took his wrist off. And he trying to call me for the chain, but it's gone. I was really trying to keep it PG. I was really trying to keep it PG. Every time you go to jail, you go to PC. With all that ice, how come you never had your GG? You know who really caught a body, nigga? TNG. You know who really took your chain and it was M.
Is this a whitelisted song? I don't remember.
You keep on dissing BFI, but you don't press me. Stop telling all your friends to come and beg me. Drizzy, if you need a shooter, you should check me. I got experience with really letting tech squeeze. Paper hands on low, bro, I swear we had to meet. Fake paperwork, that do not mean shit to me. I remember when I used to have the lemon squeeze. That was when I put your little goofy ass on freeze. Running out the subway, and that can't be me. I see you wearing bras, crumping like you Chris Breeze.
Y'all ain't feeling this? Damn.
Our last appearance on
Tough crowd. He dropped another track too before all of this, and I'll get to that video, the video we just passed in a second. Make sure to go follow me up also, or become a member of the We Love Hip Hop Canada Reddit, yo.
We in Toronto turning up another notch. We took the Cuban, let the Crodies keep the watch. I'm on my blood, they keep on saying that I'm not. These excuses, they really should stop. My name is Riddle, in case you forgot. She said they offering to pay for the drop.
Don't tell me that's not fire, bro. Stop this.
Heard the number and it wasn't a lot. Next time I catch you, I'm busting your top. I need somebody who gon' meet me at the block.
Okay, so
shout out D-Money.
We'll get to this video here.
okay, money.
Shout out D-Money. Shout out D-Money.
Get that gang. You thought you're the real money.
Less than a week. Damn.
Put the rest back.
We'll run it again.
Okay, money.
Shout out D-Money. Shout out D-Money.
Get that gang. You thought you're the real money.
Less than a week. Damn.
Put the rest back.
So somebody asked what song that is. That's one of those. That's the Casper TNG song, but it's the flip off of the Drake and PND album. I don't remember all of the names of the songs on the album, but that's the song that's running in the club right now, like heavy. Big salute to Shade in the Six in the chat over there. Salute. Let's go through some more of this high level fuckery. Let's go over to Torontology. Who would have thunk, eh? Friday's gonna go over to Torontology.
Yep.
Yes, I am. Them GGs got Pressa nervous in LA. Paro K Showtime was trying to line him up on a Twitch stream.
Oh. Oh, you trying to line me up for a 5? What? Listen, I'm on stream. Relax. I was gonna ask you, when are we doing a stream, fam?
What? What did I just hear?
Oh, you trying to line me up for a 5? What? Listen, I'm on stream. Relax. I was gonna ask you, when are we doing a stream, fam? They're asking about you in the chat.
You're trying to line me for 5.
Cool.
Let me find out you're trying to line me for 5.
Do you hear
Real Toronto man talks. Let me find out.
this guy chat? When are we gonna do a stream though, fam? Like a stream, like a.
The thing is, I don't even think he's joking.
A studio stream.
What are you saying?
When are we gonna do a studio stream?
I don't know. Whenever you're ready.
That's K Showtime. Somebody was asking if that's Kishka. That's K Showtime. So what else do we got here? Flipper GGG. We didn't eat. Oh my Lord Jesus Christ. It's blurry as hell. Okay. We didn't even want to notch you, kid. We got your music. That shit sucks. Oh my Lord. Whew. YG chimed in. What? Hey, yo, whoa. Y'all see this caption right here? Damn, man. Is that a compliment or a shot or a backhanded compliment? What they saying in the comment? I can't unsee it now. Leave the game before the game leaves you. Oh, fits hard. Okay. Tim Duncan. La. Y'all ain't shit, man. That's a compliment. Yo, YG. YG, if you see this, bro, that's a compliment, fam. These guys are trying to be bright with it, man. That is a compliment. Well, starting to look like Friday Ricky Dread. Right. Let's continue. Amber Alert. These two been quiet since their friends got robbed. Holy shit, man. We're in the high grade, high level fuckery. Look at this stupid shit right here. AI ain't shit neither. Is this supposed to be top 5? And is it supposed to be Casper? Oh, man. In the ain't shit universe. And look, it says right there, Team GGG, Team MG4L. They have to label it because, like, if you just put this up on Twitter and you didn't put, I would be able to know because I'm deep into Toronto bullshit. But when I look at this, like, no, I'm not buying it. I'm sharing this over on my shit too. F it. I'm gonna share something from Torontology. Sorry, gang. Give me a second. Let me put this on my page. That's some high grade fuckery right there. High level. Let's continue. Yo. And I'm not laughing at the parties involved. I'm just laughing at the internet. So Casper finally speaks out. Riddle still has your shit. You never see you never get your full GB. Neat 50 balls. See you guys in game 7. This is what I'm still trying to figure out. What is game 7? Yo, Clover 5, I never blocked you, fam. You good over here, bro. What is game 7? Because I seen somebody say that in the comments on my YouTube video as well. Yo, game 7 is going to be crazy. What does that mean? What do you guys mean by game 7? Because to me, game 7 just means, and listen, unfortunately, and I'm not trying to put this on anybody or put this into the universe, game 7 means y'all niggas are just shooting each other at this point. Because one man's are just taking each other's jewelry, unless the shit is fake, which I don't think it is. It could only get worse. The finals. See, I'm old, man. Probably means the finals. Salute to Amani Ledge. Yeah. What do you mean by that? The finals? Guys. I'd say keep it music, but like they tried doing the keeping the music shit and it just went left. GGG Nino, knocked for 3 M's, allegedly caught 2 bodies in Edmonton, including Frankie, within hours back in 2020. That has not related, but Jesus Christ, you guys are catching charges on the side. Oh my Lord, you guys are doxing the man. Give me a second, gang. You niggas ain't shit. Damn, bro. Don't do that to the guy. Oh, I'd be so pissed if I was this guy right now. I had to get that off the screen, gang. These niggas got the man's driver's license, address out, and all type of shit. That is crazy. Let's continue. Anytime I see the driver's license, I'm going to keep on moving. Money Boys. Know a rat who went out in the worst way. Me and my gang got us a new bid. We hit the forest, seeing if it's water. They're just post after post about this shit. Trust me. Okay, so here's my assessment, and this is another post related. This is a post that Top 5 had put it in the stories when it first happened. He's got YG in the back, Casper over here, and K Money.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I'm not going to play that because I'm not here to clown mans. So here's my thoughts. As an OG, I will say that these guys have to resolve this, even if it's not like, let's be friends, because you're fucking up the money. Big time. Big time. We got an OVO Fest that we just talked about, okay? We got OGs in the cities besides me that have way more power than me. You know, I'm sure, and I can tell you 1,000% that Drake's looking at this shit and like, yo, you guys are wilding, man. And if he's going to be making any picks for this for the OVO Fest that's coming up this year, as well as Rolling Loud, guess who's probably not going to be on it? I don't even care how many affiliations he has with these niggas. It'd be stupid of him, and respectfully, it'd be dumb of him to give these guys opportunities while they're still doing all this shit. And I say this respectfully with both parties involved, okay? Because I fuck with both parties. I fuck with the MG4L guys as well as the GGGs. Obviously, I told you guys multiple times how I talk to Top 5 behind the scenes, but I also talk to Casper and K Money behind the scenes too. All right? So if you guys see this, figure it out because you're messing up the money. You're scaring the money away. If you all want to hear from an OG, I think that this activity is dumb. It's dumb as hell on both sides. Once niggas start putting hands on each other, taking each other's jewelry, and doing all type of stupid shit like that, yeah, y'all can get a bunch of like short-lived internet clout. But our attention span is super short. All right? I'll cover the shit, and I'll get money off of the AdSense off the YouTube videos. Soft. You know what I'm saying? I'm always down to make a bag. But we move on quickly, as well as the people in the audience. So unless you guys keep on upping the ante, which we don't want you to do, unless you guys keep on upping the ante on what y'all doing, we're not going to pay attention for a week to the shit. You guys have to keep on putting social media posts from different members of different camps and prolonging the shit. Because the internet has so many things that we could pay attention to that after about 48 hours, let's say 72 hours, if we're going to talk about the 72-hour rule, the audience moves on. And then when the audience moves on, then what? Y'all are going to turn up again and somebody has to get hurt for match to get traction? I hate that thing. And I'm not going to even say this for all parties involved, because once I could say for the MG4L guys, just in, you know, if I'm not going to defend anybody, but in any defense of anybody, them niggas was dropping music. So I'm going to need music from all sides. Let's do that. if we want to really turn it up and have you guys go into war with each other, or quote unquote war with each other, instead of taking each other's chains, making it hot for people to go outside and go to the parties, it's May 28th. We're not even at the summertime yet. So then by the time we get to summer, what are we going to have to do when we go outside? Wear a vest because y'all niggas got beef? Come on, dog. Listen, I come from this times where I've ducked in clubs on shots and all types of shit. I know shit goes down in the street, but I've never lived in a time where the people who are beefing or quote unquote beefing in the streets and doing things to each other, because niggas is doing things to each other at this point. They're taking each other's jewelry. Then mans are doing things to each other. They're not just chirping online. Okay, I've never been at the point where the people who have issues are this popular. Back in the days when mans would have issues with each other, we wouldn't know until the shooting starts happening, because unless like you're in the real know of the know, like this gang is over here and this other gang is on this side of the club, it might go down. Hopefully we can get through the night without these guys bumping into each other or having some kind of friction. But you had to know the different people in the streets to know, oh, these two people are in the same place together and it might go down. Now, the people that might be in the same place together and it might go down all have at least 100,000 followers on their Instagram pages, all different types of millions of views on their YouTube videos. So when they walk into the place, they're low-key famous. So now when one famous person comes in, and then next thing you know, the next set of people from the famous person's crew or the next famous person comes in, guess what's going to happen? The club's going to get shot up. I'm not going to sugarcoat the shit. Okay? And be like, maybe something might happen or hopefully it doesn't. Like, no, we're not living in a fairy tale land. We're living in the real world. These niggas get into the same place together, places getting shot up. And then guess who's getting hit? Not only them. It sucks that they'll be trying to hit each other, but it'll be the innocent bystanders that are in these places that are catching shots. And we don't want that. We're just trying to have a good time, even if y'all ain't. K6 Real says, the net is the net and the streets is the streets. That shit's been bleeding into each other crazy lately. The net becomes the street just like that. And it's not just a Toronto thing. That's just been a thing over the last 10 years. Where shit that happens, mans chirp about each other online, say wild shit to each other. And because of pride, when you see each other, they have to do something. The fans have already said a bunch of shit. The fans have put emojis, rat emojis, and different things in the comments. So it's now we have to defend it. Right? I understand how it goes. It sucks, but I'm also coming from the perspective of a man who didn't have that. We didn't have the pressure of people in the comments telling, egging us on to do shit. So I can't relate completely. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to cover it, but I'm not going to tell you all niggas that you're not stupid for not doing what you're doing. Both parties, all three parties. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll talk to the BFR guys too. Y'all are all scaring the money away, man. And the thing is, it's not even like you guys are on the come up. Man, them are already popping. The only thing you need to do is add music to the equation and then keep it moving. You don't need to get any more popularity as far as the city. We all know who you are. So then what's the purpose? Because when y'all are beefing amongst each other, the only people who are able to completely understand what's going on over here is the people here. Niggas in America just think y'all look stupid. They'll cover it on No Jumper and all those different places. They're cool with that. We all want the clicks. But it's not making you more famous. You've got this already. You're already famous. All parties involved. So what's next? Make money from the fame. Don't just be like, okay, well, let's all throw it down the drain and then make it hard for us to be able to get more bags because people are afraid to be around us or people are afraid to invite us to functions where we can go get a walkthrough and pick up 10 grand, 30 grand on a walkthrough. Not for these guys. They're too toxic. They're too radioactive. I'm the promoter. I'm not paying these niggas for a walkthrough so that the place can get shot up. So then what does it really, what's the purpose then? It's empty clout. You know what I'm saying? And niggas can get mad at me as much as they want for saying what I said. It's not like I'm trying to tell niggas to crash out. I'm trying to tell you not to crash out. So if you're going to get mad at Friday Ricky Dread for telling you not to crash out, then you're the problem. You know what I'm saying? Clean it up, guys. Let's do that, man. You know what I mean? That's the stunt that we need for 2025. Y'all niggas cleaning shit up and not scaring away your own money. You're not scaring away my money. The more y'all beef, the more money I make. So I don't care. You're scaring away your own money. Just keep that in mind. Anywho, we'll move on though. I do want to do something quick, fast before we go on to our next story. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get into like a super rant mode like that, but I just felt that needed to be said. You know what I'm saying? Because if these niggas do something stupid to each other, and I've been out here getting all this AdSense money off of these niggas' head tops, and I haven't at least tried to give them some advice, then I'm part of the problem too. And I'm not trying to be part of the problem, okay? Like I said, I'm here to do my job. I'll cover every angle of what's going on in the Toronto scene, music and otherwise. But, bruh, like I said, you ain't hurting me. You're hurting yourselves. So figure it out. Give me a quick second. All right, I'm gonna play something from an interview here. Oh, I'll play this because I'm about to put a piece out on this just now. But I did a news story a while back. Mm-hmm. I think I broke a news story that there's men in the women's jail. Like men. No. Oh. They say that they are. They say that they're not, but they're actually not. They're like they just look like me, just hoodied up or whatever, and they just say, "Yo, I'm a gal," and they're allowing them.
Yeah,
have you seen any like?
Yeah, there was one on my range.
Dude, that's fucked up.
He was extra friendly.
So okay, break it down. Was he like looking feminine, or was he just look regular, like a regular man? Then
he just talked like a bati man, but other than that, he looked like a man, and I was like, I thought he was maybe like, I don't know. Yeah.
Again, brain blown emoji again.
And I don't know how he got on that side, but he did. And then he was just like, he's a woman.
Yeah, he says all he has to do is say, "I identify as a woman," and they'll put him on the woman's side.
And he was there, and he's chatting it up. He had his little crew and everything, and I'm just like, hey, as long as nobody bothers me, I ain't gonna bother nobody.
Okay, we're not. I swear we'll get off of this because when I broke that news story, this was happening in Kitchener. One of the people got pregnant in there.
Yeah, because the same guy, he's just having the time of his life.
He's beating face.
Being pumped from there.
Oh my God. Yo.
And you get like, there's like a certain crack of time where they open the cells.
Yes.
So, that during that time period, boom, man just goes in there.
He's in there getting wild.
In there, like it was the crush, boom, they're doing whatever. And then they come back out like it's nothing.
Yo, Canada, the government needs to do something about this, eh? This is the government's fault, eh? This is not like... Salute to Paris Richards. I just have a couple more things to say about this before I get off of this, all right? And I'll cut it together when I do the replay for this video. And I've seen some updates that are popping up right now in real time, so I'm going to look into that. But Drizzy Drake, The Weeknd, who else be up in charge? We ain't going to call on Tory Lanez because Tory Lanez is obviously dealing with his own legal issues. All right? But we have more OGs than Friday Ricky Dread. All right? We have more OGs than Friday Ricky Dread out here who have a big platform. I'm not going to act like I'm not going to do my part. But to be honest, compared to the niggas who are really up over here, like a Drizzy Drake or any of the mans from the camp, or any of the mans from the EXO camp, who are up gazillionaires, who have way more influence on these youths, talk to these youths. Like, really talk to these youths. All of them. All parties involved. Talk to these youths. Because you guys have the real influence. Don't look at me and be like, yeah, we got more money than you, Friday. Why the fuck should we listen to you? But you ain't got more money than Drake. You ain't got more money than A.W.O.L. So talk to these youths. All right? If anybody can get into their head, they got to see my YouTube video for me to be able to get into their head. And if I talk to them behind the scenes, then maybe it'll get in a little bit. Pause. But if Drizzy Drake or A.W.O.L is like, yo, y'all niggas is messing the money up, bro. If y'all want us to be able to put you onto any of our things, then maybe you need to stop beefing. I think maybe they might listen to y'all. And part of the reason why these niggas is beefing in the first place when it becomes to BFR and the GGGs is because of y'all niggas. So maybe fix your own beef that you guys have between each other. And I know it's beyond my tax bracket to be able to understand the depths of why the OVO and the EXO camp might be beefing. But y'all figure it out and make an example so that the youngins that are under you can look and see, oh, if OVO and EXO is able to piece it up, why can't we do it too? Does that not make sense, gang? Or am I tripping? I'll leave this as a poll to as we move on to other topics. Should Drake and Weeknd step in to stop, or sorry, step into the beef? Let's just do that, because y'all know what I mean, to stop the beef. I'm not doing all that freaking typing. I'll do off. Because real shit, I'm here talking every week. Yo, y'all chill, y'all chill. Y'all niggas barely say shit. You talk through us, the media. Okay? So if y'all only speak through the media, then tell us, yo, A.W.O.L told the We Love Hip Hop Network, yo, this is my message to you guys. Stop the beef. Put it in your stories. You don't have to even put it on your main feed. Put it in your Instagram stories. Gang, you guys need to chill. You're scaring the money away. The city's too hot. You're screwing up our opportunities. He's put these niggas, as far as Drake, he's put these niggas in all different types of opportunities and places. And they're screwing all the type of opportunities that he gave them. I can't fix it. I can only do so much. But y'all niggas got the real power out here. Use it. That's all I got to say on this shit, man. Anywho, let us move on. I wanted to see what's going on with the boy Moula first, because Moula has been kind of quiet, but not. He's been consistently posting on his Max Way of Life Instagram page. I just wanted to go check on him quick fast. Let's see what's going on with Moula first. Don't get me wrong, Moula stays in his share of effery too, you know what I'm saying? So none of these guys are innocent of doing stupid shit. But at least he drops a lot of music. So last time I checked on him, he was doing this.
How many views you got, Cody?
I'll talk later.
Fuck a million views, streets can take that from you. Seen it happen already. Look what happened to who. This just sound like one of my bees. This just sound like.
Is he pouring this shit on one of these girls right here? He's not even looking.
One of my flows. This some shit not everyone knows, because I didn't go platinum, I didn't go gold.
I think she moved out the way.
Just feels like it's my turn.
Let me watch Moula and be entertained by Moula trying to do positive things. Even though, like I said, he does a lot of dumb negative shit too, but he tries to balance it out. All right, I guess this is his Finsta.
This is the last boss. This is the final level. There's no other level.
Final level.
Nothing. This is the last boss. This is the final level. There's no other level. After this level, nothing. This is the last boss. This is the final level.
Hold on, y'all didn't catch what was going on here with the trailer park, right? Because he's on the trailer park, so that's why he has these. Somebody said nasty things. I think it's on purpose.
This shit sound like one of my beats. This just sound like one of my flows. This some shit not everyone know, cause I didn't go platinum, I didn't go gold. It just feels like it's my turn. Project nigga, I stepped on the curb. I'm from a place where people need served. 1800, I served by the church. Extended clip, hanging out sweater. If I made this beat, would have been better. Extended clip, hanging out sweater. If I made this beat, it would have been better. If I was on it, would have been sicker. 45 on me, I'm not a picture. I'm on the.
Where's the let's see if we can find the streetcar candy show. It was like a whole car show. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of like stuff that can't be on the screen.
Final match level premium boss.
The premium boss.
Can't face me. The Moula First Choice Award. Giving it out to the best car out of fucking 200. Can't face me. Okay?
Go back there. There's lots of lovely ladies.
Fuck a guy. What's wrong with you guys? I have my own award. Who's that? You don't understand? You don't understand? You don't understand? I have my own award.
Taking a little.
Who's that? Not even the there's cars in my way. Not even the cops can face me. I'm a goat. Okay? We don't give a fuck.
He did downgrade the like he doesn't have his woodpeck jackets. I'm not saying downgrade as far as the worth of the jacket, but the heat. Okay, usually see him with the woodpeck jackets, and I know he tries to keep up that image with the jacket, but there's only so much you can do. It gets hot outside. Like it's it's not super hot today. It's kind of chilly, but that day it looked pretty warm out there. So I could understand why he had like a lighter winter jacket. You feel me? He had the fur kind of thing. It looks like a chinchilla, maybe. And this is a charity for the Alzheimer's Society of Canada. Salute to Moula first for being over at this. I support this.
The fuck? Look at this shit. From my award. Look at this shit. Okay? Moula First Choice Award. I get to choose what's the best motherfucking car out here. Your boyfriend can't do that. Your boyfriend can't do that. I'm sorry. Okay, I might choose this one though.
Y'all think that and salute to Caro, you think Woodpeck Jacket Company dropped the sponsorship? He did have his share of, and listen, who knows? But I know he did have his share of issues that were going on with DV. They said that he was on the run, but that was all cap. We don't have to review all of that stuff. We did all of that. He did his interview. He explained everything in the interview. But after all of that time that he was going back and forth with Twy and all the stuff that was going on with his sister or with Baby Savage or Pretty Savage, my bad. All that stuff that was going on, I said on the podcast, like, there's no way that this nigga's just outside, just continuously acting like he ain't got no cases to deal with. Like he would have to fall back for a second and maybe go deal with some of the legal issues. So I'm glad to see he's outside. Sutanaya says, let's say Drake and The Weeknd sign everyone and they do features with everyone, blah, 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 etc. Not even saying not good, but let's be real. These guys have a lot of pride. Just spinning back on that topic quick fast. The thing is, he made offers. I understand some of those offers were kind of dicey the way he offered a feature. He made an offer years ago, and he put it under one of my comments on my Instagram page. He said, if Doovie and Pressa do a song together, and Doovie and Pressa come from blocks that have issues with each other, for anybody who doesn't know. If Doovie and Pressa do a song together, he'll jump on, leave an open verse for me. That's what he said. Leave an open verse for me. And then the whole city went crazy because Doovie's currently incarcerated. There was a recent report of him having a fight in jail, and they said that one of his permanent grills were cracked in a jail fight while he was gone. He's in prison right now. He's in, if I'm not mistaken, Collins Bay. Let me know if I'm mistaken in the chat. But yeah, he made the offer. He extended the olive branch for these guys to make peace, to get on a song together. A lot of people had mixed opinions about that, myself included. At first, I was like, do it. You all be stupid if you don't do it. I had a crazy rant again, saying if you guys don't do it, you're dumb. You're not even rappers. But then I thought about the implications of those guys getting together on a song and what Doovie would have to deal with behind bars, besides the fact of dealing with his legal issues. And I was like, maybe give each of them a feature rather than putting them on a song together so that they can have all of these political or the polys implications that happen with it. All right. But yeah, I hear you though. That would be a good idea if he was to maybe sign a bunch of these guys. But these guys are up. Okay, they got money. They've been making money for years. So it's not like they need to like change their life. Like their lives are changed already. They just like beef.
Okay? Miserable.
Miserable.
You can't face me. I should be drinking out of my own award. You don't understand? Actually, I am. I'm a goat. The first choice award. Get all the fucking vehicles quick, fast. Good. Final match level.
You guys you almost seen him break character for a second. He was like, good. Let me go on his page. I gotta check on Moula, man, because Moula, he's been doing this thing. He's a premier rapper in the scene, and I feel like so much effery happens that it kind of overshadows some of the people who are putting out music and doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? This is from 2 months ago. He makes entertaining content. I'm only entertained by these guys when they're beefing. I fuck with it, man.
I'm going out tonight with my friends, and I just received this perfume, 6 Cents by Moula first. And look, this is fresh and famous. Let's see how it smells. Oh my God, this is amazing. It really smells like fresh and famous. And also my amazing pants by him, Moula first. Thank you, baby. Mwah. I'm going.
Salute to Moula first, man. Yeah, just a quick check-in, just to see what Moula's been up to. He probably has some new songs on the way, or some new music on the way, I mean. Yeah, salute to Moula, man. Just to check in on him. Let me see what y'all are saying in the comments. Yo, salute to this person who has this page. Is this the official page? Y'all took over the page for Six Bangers Only. Toronto Rap is over, and RIP to Joker. Toronto Rap is over. Drake and only a few are chosen. No one is going anywhere. Yeah, I don't know about that, man. Lighten up, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of talent in the city. There's people who are doing well. We don't hear about them as much because they're not in the bullshit. What else we got over here? Two Piece No Biscuit says even The Weeknd has put people on Nav and Belly. Salute to Nav. He did put on Nav. Rexdale. He put a Rexdale representative on, if you want to call him that, respectfully. The Belly's from Belly's from Ottawa. And respectfully, The Weeknd didn't put on Belly. They put on each other. A lot of those songs that The Weeknd is singing, especially in the early times, that was Belly's pen. Okay? They linked up when The Weeknd was still on his come up. So it wasn't like The Weeknd got super famous and it was like, let me bless Belly, you can be part of the XO crew. No. I think he helped build the XO crew before The Weeknd was even down, type of shit. I'm just assuming. But they were the ones that had the money. You know what I'm saying? Keep in mind, the people that are behind The Weeknd, Sal and what's the next guy? Cash XO and all those different guys. Those guys are all Palestinian guys that came from Ottawa with Belly. You feel me? So those guys have been running together before The Weeknd got into the picture. They were doing management for Masari. Remember Masari? He probably still got shit out there. Y'all remember Masari? Who else was on their team? I think Sean Desmond was on their team. Hold on, I'm sharing the wrong screen. Who else was on their team? Who was on the it was like Capital Profits. They at one point they had signed Mayhem. Right? They had signed Mayhem Moriarty right before all that shit went down. Mazzari. Is that how you spell it? I probably spelled it wrong. Is it Masari? Oh, here we go. I found it. I'm going to get a copyright right now. Here we go. Oh, no. Hold on. That's the one with Belly. Capital Profits Music Group. Holy shit, man. Sorry, we're going to get to the next topic in a second, but y'all took me down a wormhole. Now I can't get out. Ass nigga, pause. Oh, man. Wait for it. Let's go.
$100,000 shoes.
Woo! Look at the fit. Can we get a fit check? Belly fit check right now. He got the Oakland A's, not the Oakland A's, the Anaheim A's hat, or is this Atlanta Braves cap? Okay, he's got the fur. He's got the old school jewelry. Jeez. Goons in the back. Ottawa in the building. Holy shit. Y'all don't know nothing about this, man. Talk to him, Belly.
Free curve B on a sick chain.
Oh, the spinner. Do it again.
Change.
No, I need to see the spinner again.
I know you work 3 curve B on.
Look at that. Custom made Capital Profit spinner when spinner chains were in. Wow. Listen, let me show you something, all right? As somebody, I was there. I wasn't in the video, but I was there in these times. This is 2012. I might have not been there. I might have been just coming. I was just a civilian again. But yeah, around these times here, I'll even say before that. Let's take it back a little bit. 2008? Them niggas had more money than Drake. Back in 08? Hell yeah. Drake he didn't even sign a deal yet with Cash Money or with Young Money. At one point in time, Belly was more popping than Drake. No word of a lie. For the people who don't know from outside of Canada, Belly was way more popping than Drake at one point. 8 years ago. Trap phone with Jadakiss. That's only 8 years ago. That's like, can I go into your catalog? Belly got in trouble at the Dundas Square, or was it Nathan Phillips Square? He said something about F Canada or some shit. What's his oldest video that he has uploaded? 10 years ago? Oh, bro, you're scrubbing the friggin' catalog, my G. Don't do that. Where's the Belly Snoop Dogg? I'm going to get a heavy copyright. I'm going to cut all this out later. Y'all niggas is playing games. This nigga's just scrubbing the hell out of the internet. No, you ain't getting me, bro. Stop playing. Oh, it's with Genuine. That's why. My bad.
Maybe that's why all the models stop. Same time the jaw and the products drop. They feel the pressure like bottle tops. Right before the bottle pop.
Oh, hold on. We got to get the hook. Watch Genuine going crazy. Young Genuine. And these guys try to recreate the belly thing. The whole belly scene. Watch them. Watch the jewels. CP chain on his neck. Holy. At this point in time right there, Belly was more famous than Drake. Okay, Common Gang Strong, for the people who were there, only you have to be at a certain age to know this, all right? At one point in time, when Drizzy was still on the come up, pre-Young Money signing, Belly was walking red carpets, Much Music red carpets, Juno Awards, like that nigga was lit. Right? Purple Gorilla says, at the time, this was the biggest budget for a Canadian music video. Facts. Yo, Belly needs his flowers, man. I know people, it's hard to fathom that now in a post-Drake universe where Drake has been the most famous rapper to ever come out of Canada, the richest rapper, the guy who has the most sales. He literally just broke a record the other day, or I think it was today. He broke a record for what was it? Let me see if I can find this shit. 10 diamond records or some shit like that. Yeah, it's right here. 10 diamond records this nigga sold. God's Plan, One Dance, Hotline Bling, all of this shit right over here. There's no way that somebody could have been more famous than Drake while Drake existed in the music industry. No, man, y'all don't know about Belly, especially in those times. Drake was probably looking at Belly like, yo, one day I'm going to get on your level, homie. And then went woof, right past him. It's crazy because now they're in different camps and their camps don't like each other. But once upon a time, bro, EXO was up, or Capital Profits was up. This is all pre-EXO. Okay? Salute to Belly, man. I want to get into just a quick topic about the dancehall scene over here in Toronto. Because I'm seeing a shift that's starting to happen with the underground hip-hop scene or underground rap scene and the dancehall scene. And it's like, if I'm looking at it on a graph of the way that the rap scene was, if you look at it on a graph, it was like the rap scene was doing this, and somewhere around 2020, 2021, it did this. All right, let me bring it back so I don't fall off the edge of the screen. It did this, and then around 2023, it went like so. And that's where we are now. The only time it comes back over here is when there's some beef. Everybody's like, oh shit, rappers are beefing in Toronto. You know, people start paying attention from other places. Top5 came home and everybody was like watching from the States. Oh, he said something about Kendrick Lamar, blah, 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 blah. But the interest point as far as the Toronto scene, hip-hop has been low. And y'all fucked it up for yourselves. I don't even mean to curse. But y'all messed it up for yourself, man. Because even at the clubs, niggas can't play, like DJs can't play certain man's tunes because they might piss off certain other people in the club. right? I know Pressa has songs that are a little bit more friendly for the club, but even like if you're playing Attachment and you some of Pressa's ops are in the building, they're gonna tell you to turn that shit off, or else. So then guess what happened? The dancehall scene, they started to emerge. Toronto is a very Jamaican, heavily Jamaican influenced place, right? As far as the Black diaspora over here, dare I say 60% of the Black diaspora over here is Jamaican people or people of Jamaican descent. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. So dancehall has always been very influential over here. When you're at a Toronto party, there's going to be, even if you're at a hip hop party, there's going to be a part in the night where they have to do a dancehall segment, and the DJ is going to run dancehall for about 20 minutes to half an hour, maybe even an hour, and everybody in the jam is cool. Nobody's like, yo, when are they going to turn off all of this Jamaican shit? It's not like America, respectfully. Okay, obviously New York and different places, Miami, they have a way more Jamaican or Caribbean influence. But over here, it's been that from time, G. So it's only right, or it's inevitable, that the dancehall scene, while y'all rappers are slipping, all right, can I say that again? While y'all rappers are slipping, that the dancehall artists would start to emerge. And then from there, now we got the guys from the Dagger Rhythm crew. They've even gone beyond the Dagger Rhythm song, because the Dagger Rhythm, that would be pigeonholing them and saying that they're one-hit wonders. These mans have gone on beyond that. So enter the LTL Dancehall crew, all right? Toronto Dancehall Group. And I got a chance to interview these guys a while back. I feel like I need to do that interview again because there was a couple of production issues, but I'll show y'all what I'm looking at here. Salute to Six Buzz Media. It says LTL Dancehall Group shines as the city's hottest acts with UK shows and support from Top Boy's Michael Ward. All right, and yo, salute to DJ Czar. He was telling me that he played this at a jam the other day. I've been seeing Instagram videos popping up on my feed of people at clubs, Toronto clubs, playing this song. I would imagine it's probably getting some play in the UK. Let me know if in the comments, is it getting any play in the UK? Yo, these guys are going crazy. The crowd's going crazy. You hear the crowd? They're singing the shit. Not Farley. Jeez, yo, the mans are already at that level. They're doing. Where's my microphone? Hold on. I got it. They're at that level. They're like, y'all could do my shit. Hold on, let me put the mic on the stage, y'all. Let me put the mic on the side of the stage, y'all. Sing it for me. Jeez, I got hype right now. I feel like I'm there right now. Salute to the man, them. Watch One Don, Enzo, or no, this is what's this gentleman's name again? I'll find it in a second.
When me roll boy dead, select up the cut into the clip and I'm head. LTL spinning black and left you work for the feds. Them know so with that from your look one dicker than you know him. We get the food fast, money and gun funny board we no laugh. LTL no ease up, we a press gas. From a link OG you know I'm at the Ross. You deal with the crime so smooth. I will run the place like them pussy then on the clue. Me and you know for like your place.
Yo, yeah. The person who's running this page here, Six Banger Only page, says artists actually perform. Yeah, I will give it one thing when it comes to the dancehall artists, more than one thing, but one of the things with the dancehall artists, these niggas know how to perform. They actually perform their lyrics. They're energetic on stage. They ain't trying to be too cool for school, like when it comes to like rap performance. And I'm not even trying to just say Toronto rap performers, rappers, period. Okay, and I'm not saying just new rappers, old rappers too. A lot of that walking around on the stage, too cool. You got to have 100 niggas behind you to look a little bit more animated. The real performers, people know, stand out from the rest, right? From when you see a DMX performance back in the days, you're like, that's a good performance. Jay-Z's performances back in the days, over the years, they got better. But back in the days, Jay-Z's performance were, they were okay. Nas's performance back in the days, caca. So I'm not even going to put it on the young boys like, oh, all you young people, you don't even know how to perform no more. Nah, like rap performances have always been a little bit dry. You know what I mean? Like you could only, if you go to a Redman and Method Man show, yeah. Them niggas will go crazy. Same with the MOP show. That shit is crazy. It's not even MOPs dancing around or whatever. They're just, they get the crowd more hype. You know what I'm saying? With Red and Meth, those guys are jumping around the stage. They're, even to this day, the mans are in their 50s, and they're like running around the stage like as if they're in their 20s still. But these young boys, they walk around the stage. They got their music playing. They're not even rapping over the instrumental. Niggas is too cool for school. They're like, half of the time when they're lip syncing, they don't even got the mic in front of their mouth. They be like holding the mic all weird. And then doing their stupid little dance while they're supposed to be doing the lyrics. It's like, nigga, we can see that your mouth is not moving. Idiots. That's why people are like, oh, well, there's some new dancehall artists from Toronto. The music's good. And we know when we get to see a performance that they're going to perform. Hell yeah. Forward.
Fuck yeah, your dog. Never stick with a shark clip like a trailer. If you're not talk money, dog, see you later. Me I grind every day, get to the paper. Them a bad
Oh.
Envy a hater. I hear from a friend, baby, and a Ray-Ban.
This nigga's floating.
Slip on my t-shirt, this a name, bro.
It sounds like a rap beat, but this nigga just, he's chanting over a rap beat. Yo, don't do that. Oh. I'm not deep into the dance hall like that, so maybe I'm late to the party. Actually, I've heard rapidy rap sounding beats with a dance hall artist actually doing a chant over it. But if these niggas continue to do this shit, where the beats that were going around to rappers, mans are like, let me get that. Let me sauce that still. And then come with a better tune than the rappers. Oh, Lord. Toronto rappers in trouble for real, for real. Don't let these niggas start taking your lane, eh? Because I am enjoying it.
Food lost, drop elastic gearbox. Be my head lost from the car. Exhaust I blow, fuck up the asphalt. Yo, bad man, listen, me, I come from far. Say she love you and me, I fuck on hard.
Yo, he's floating.
Yeah, we make it tall. Slim, thick, bro.
I ain't hearing no fuck the ops yet.
On and I give me deep shot. If a boy try to so we long. Tight feel the way we peel off. Fuck yeah, yo dog. Never stick with a shark clip like a trailer. If you're not talk money, dog, see you later. Me I grind every day, get to the paper.
And it's not like, oh, you need subtitles because you don't understand patois type of reggae. I understand every word. I understand patois obviously too, but like, listen, I don't need to give it a second listen to be like, what did he say? Everything loud and clear.
7 days a week, no sleep, yeah. Who said I can't make it? Let's see, bet. If she for this, said I make her dreams wet. Automatic on the read, that she giving me like, They ain't give
Bro, this is like a beat that I could hear Houdini on.
me a dime, so I give him nada. I'll separate myself, never need a drama. Time is money, commas. Keep the comma, they keep the comma. No favors round here. No
Yo, I might need to change this platform, bro, to We Love Dancehall. Because these niggas is sounding way better than the Toronto rappers that I've been hearing lately. Two Piece No Biscuit says too much autotune. I do hear you with the autotune, but I'd rather hear these niggas saucing it up with a reggae chant or singing on in a reggae style or dancehall style, my bad, than like half of the time you rappers, you're not even good rappers. Gordon Holiday says dancehall ain't even anymore. It's pure hip hop beats. Yeah, that's been happening for a while. That's why I can't act like I was under a rock and just because I don't consistently listen to dancehall that I didn't know that. I've been hearing that from time where I'm like, that kind of sounds like a hip hop beat. And like I think Vibes has some songs that can be considered hip hop beats if you ask me.
traders round here. Gotta keep my circle small, authentic. Too focused, can't worry about the next bitch.
Yo, I'm listening to this in the car.
Like Chicago doctor, so the badness wild man. Step Curry, take a 3 pints. Shot.
Yo, this guy, watch out for One Don, eh? He's about to fuck up the place still, you know.
You know want it, no, you know want it. Put your pan hot, so you not play no hard. You know laugh when you see me dog, me no Bill Cosby. This ain't on the game, dog, nothing about cards.
I'm a young yardie, I want that.
Still I work for myself, but I can't change. Nah. Play up with the gang, then you know, so you done. Mar up on the ball, black green fall, gun. Remember them nights, she never pick me the pussy because she think me's a slam. Delete it out of my life. Me could I never fall, solid never can them no.
Yo, okay, now I'm starting to feel like y'all niggas is just like rubbing it in, bro. Pause. Like, yo, we can do hip hop better than the hip hop niggas. Yo, man, them, y'all might need to start a beef. Get these dancehall niggas out of your lane, bro. Holy shit. If these guys keep on doing this shit, man, what we need rappers for? I'm going to the dancehall show. Wind up on a gal and listen to some hot shit and not get shot. Don't get me wrong. Dancehall clubs get shot up too. But like, none of these guys have any active beef that I know of. All I'm hearing is tune. Chone. C-H-U-N-E. Chone.
Better you left me alone. Not give me no talk, lower your tone. We run the gang, we wake up on the ton. Yeah, me tell you, so them can't take my crown. Them know we not friendly. When we see the up, yeah, squeeze up with trigger. You know, so they keep up with empty. Yeah, me want for rich, yeah.
Yo, he is floating. Yo, stop this, bro. You're scaring the rappers.
Never touch the road with my eyes closed. And she wetter than the water. Trip on your daughter. She calling me father, fuck her harder. You know, sitting on the bench, I'm with the starter. Got my foot on the gas, so we press harder. Been balling on these niggas, prime Vince Carter. Been getting to the back, so I grind harder.
I'll give a salute again to Six Buzz Media for this post right here. They've collaborated also with LTL Official Music. I need to follow them up. I'm gonna follow them in a second.
No, I'm coming up to
Yo, gunman, you know, so we chip a one car. Long put in her belly, she a scream on buckle. Just know me a sin from the past. When the killer them roll up with guns on the top. It's a 9X cash from a dip when we pass.
I'll show y'all something. I will show you something. Hold on, let me let this nigga get a shine.
I'm gonna be a boss, you only got pussy to offer. I call me some sauce, I don't care about the cost. I do what the fuck that I wanna. I need me a boss, little bitch, who's not really with the drama.
I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm going to show you something. Let us go to another link that I have saved here, courtesy of Keeps It Solid. Okay. I don't have to go over to the link. I'll go over to Keeps It Solid. Bomb. Right here. Drake follows Toronto's dancehall group LTL. While they're in the UK doing their radio runs, the BBC Extra and DJ Shawnee B challenged Drake to put them on a wireless lineup. Oh, yes. Drizzy, put these niggas on the lineup, bro. Respectfully, the other niggas that I know you're gonna have them on the lineup too, but all the niggas that you had on the lineup before, they're all beefing. Put these niggas on the lineup, bro. He probably already doing it. I don't need to tell him what to do, man. Drake knows what the fuck he's doing, man. I need to shut up. So there we go. He followed them. Bada boom, bada bing. Drake followed them before I got to follow them.
From respect to the UK, you know he's doing wireless over here. He's got like, I think he's got a Drake residency. I'm going. You get what I'm saying? 3 days. Do you think he's followed you guys because he's seen the love you've got out in the UK?
I think it's more the love in Toronto, you know what I'm saying? Both countries.
Yo, bro, chill about the love you got in the UK. Like, as if the man them don't, like, Drake don't see everything that's happening in Toronto. Don't do that to Drake, man. Or don't, like, y'all trying to do that to Toronto. Oh, you know, now that he got some little love in the UK. Nigga, they did an interview on We Love Hip Hop. He saw that shit. Stop your knives, Bridgen. Knives it.
And mad love. Someone I understand, you know.
So can we just put it out there right now? Drake, you got 3 days here at Wireless. You got a bag of dancehall people already coming. Vibes Cartel is gonna be there. Drake, don't ramp with my UK badness. I'm talking to the camera people. Drake, don't ramp with my UK badness. Support your own in the same way that you support Skepta, JME, all of the UK youths them over here, gigs, the way you support Popcorn and Jamaica and all the rest of it. Fly these youths over to Wireless because you know what the platform is, my brother. I want to see that on Wireless. How does that set up from respect to the UK? You know he's doing Wireless.
Man's applying pressure. Pause. I guess I answered my own question with the whole thing with if they're getting love in the UK. Duh, Friday. That's why we don't be checking for you and asking you about what's going on in dance hall. That's why we got the nigga Muscle over at Two Line Music Media. All right, salute to Muscle. I don't be knowing shit. I didn't know that they got love in the UK already. My bad. Watch everybody with the phones out. Oh, this is in the UK. Stupid old Friday. That was in the UK. That's in the UK where they're screaming like that? Oh, Lee. Oh, they're gone. Bye. Bye, guys. Toronto rappers, they lapped you. Niggas just got here. Gone. Bye. See you later. I'm rubbing it in. Pause. Because I want y'all niggas to feel stupid. These niggas just got, they all been making music from time. But they just clicked up, dropped a banger. See that? Click the words that I'm using. They clicked up, dropped a banger. And now they're in the UK doing their thing. Do I need to repeat that? They clicked up because they all individually had their own shit going on. They clicked up, dropped a banger, and now they're doing thing. They're on the BBC in the UK. I know all you guys already have Drake followers. Who cares? Right, gang? They don't care about the Drake follower. They already got the Drake follower, right? Who cares? Let's just beef. While these guys are just lapping us. Yeah.
And after that became a cipher. So, yeah.
Okay. And where did y'all shoot the video? I'm sweating like a motherfucker in this interview. Tall artists on one song together was the Snow Tune. I would do anything just for you. And there was like 6 people on the song. You know what pisses me off about this interview is because we had so many different mixes of microphones in the building. It was like, it was like an audio mixing nightmare. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I haven't really been seeing that happen too often. So what inspired this?
Like, that's the same. Like, respectfully, I have to give credit to enough for that. It was at the studio. That's a regular day at the studio. Like chopping it up and saying, okay, we're always brainstorming.
Yeah.
Kind of trying to see, how we could be different from everybody else. And it was like Enough's idea. Like, yo, let's do a little freestyle exercise. Like every man was punching.
My bad. This is Enough.
So the way the cypher happened was like super organic. Like, we went in the studio and everybody just punched in and the vibe was just there.
Okay. Yeah, salute to these guys. They even did a live performance to the end. Maybe we can get something popping.
Yeah, definitely can get these guys closer. Like, bring them closer. I'll be over there to get them closer.
Okay, even better.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get it popping.
Yeah.
And guess what? I didn't have to pressure them. I didn't have to put them on the spot. Be like, yo, so can you guys perform this live? Are you able to spit the shit live? Like, nah, man. Them are like, yo, when we go there, we want to do the thing live still. I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? We're on the way. Let's go.
Ready?
Wild dudes.
Don't see the telling off for you like pumpy.
Tons.
Nobody send your file come me don't see. Yeah. Fucking your feet, help us been no come quick. Your pussy no in the ring me ya.
By the way, they're not lip syncing.
Ready?
Wild dudes.
Don't see the telling off for you like pumpy.
Tons.
Nobody send your file come me don't see. Yeah. Fucking your feet, help us been no come quick. Your pussy no in the ring me ya.
Digging a chick black and shoot up your belly. Not in a long chat, yeah, my cocky loaded. Little bitch, arch your back in the ear and stay steady. She want fucking kill a camo.
You want fuck me a fuck and dagger. Nobody wants to wish me no care, bro. Man, as you love bad man, me a Tony Montana. You like that, me do it again, mother.
So me say, naturally. Actually, me woulda live in your belly and stab it real bad freak. So she come with bad habitat, man. I fucking make me see your balance.
But she love her for artist life. Non-stop say oh the artist nice. Yeah. She love her for artist vibes. Put your throat right there so make the artist try.
Can I remind you guys again? Not lip syncing.
Miss Grippy get the artist right. She a bunks on body, she a shine up pipe, she a move like that she want. Yeah man, you don't know say. Team are checking right now and there we love hip-hop, is it?
Tweet, work for me please. Girl, Kofi, me have the recipe. Hannah, any girl I get me energy. But me tell one in the crib and all of them for we. Girl forward coming and ramping. Soon as me reach a yard, bet the ramping. Stop me and fuck your hard, make your body clap flinging. Then over then start shake your ass, don't stop.
Take me and take it to a room ram. Me turn your back way, make your ball oh God. After we fought, nobody run go tag.
Zongo, zeng, silly. Fling your bumper pa me round ya. Unch your back foot pa my shoulder. Not do the laughing, I think me a joker. Dad, listen, lock off your light.
Them a fly go a Brampton, UK think. Them say she love bad man.
What?
I bet you never know she have a wrong one. Me a girl around me down like madman.
Aaron B has a sick voice.
Oi, dirty money make your girl skin out. I can't tell she wet from it. My love girl is so cocky with a nasty mouth, so she gon' have that way across it out. Right now.
Big salute to the LTL crew, man. Big up to those guys, man. Keep doing your thing, man. All right, putting belt to ass to these rappers out here, bro. All right, good for you, man. Looks good on you guys, man. Salute to these guys, man. But let's move on. Let's move on. I got more things that we can get into. I got some high level effery that we need to get into. I want to address some things that are happening over there on the West Coast with No Jumper. All right. I haven't talked about No Jumper in a while. I know that oh, you know what? Before we talk about that, my bad. All right. Big salute to Aura that's popped up over here in the chat. It says Haji Basto and Straight Cash still better. That was a question that I had in my mind for the last few times that I went on air, whether it's a live stream. I've been thinking about this for the last 2-3 weeks. Where is Haji Basto? Where is Haji Basto? I feel like he has been MIA. I haven't had any reports that I can give as far as if he's locked up, anything like that. He has completely disappeared from the face of the internet. If I go on to YouTube, if I have the YouTube still open, and I look up Haji Basto, and the last time that he dropped a tune, and his SEO is super strong. I just put in Haji, Basto pops up right away. So when was his last song? 3 months ago? Shooters.
Fully ARP shoot 5, tap his face and watch him melt. Nah, you is not a shooter. You ain't got no belt. I'm from the.
All right. So this was 3 months ago. 111,000 views. February of 2025. Low key. I think that's the last time that we've heard from Haji Basto. Am I wrong, chat? 3 months ago is the last time that I think I actually heard anything from Haji Basto. And this is a guy who's a premier artist on the scene. When he drops, the views rack up, and he gets buzzing on the internet. People repost that shit right away. Y'all niggas is hating in the comments. Stop it. Let's see what. Brethren, Wagwan. You know when rappers clean off when rappers clean their page off, is either they're going to be dropping soon or they just like, I'm going ghost right now, bro. I don't know, man. Right? Prince Jakin says, Basto's been super hush. It's weird. Yes. And I know on average, like in himself included, most Toronto rappers, when they go quiet, they're dealing with a case. They've been inside from time. But if he has been, to be honest, if Haji Basto's inside, we would have heard about this already. There's a lot of inside and outside communication that happens when it comes to the Toronto scene. All right. Mans are talking to people in jail all the time. Yo, I bumped into so-and-so on range. I got into a fight with so-and-so on this range. There has been no reports of Haji Basto being in any different institutions from any of the people inside. So if he is in jail, everybody in jail who's been on the same range as him is keeping it super hush. Right? I don't know. I can't really think of any other places. Like, obviously, he hasn't passed away. You know what I'm saying? But like 3 months ago is the last time that we heard anything from Haji Basto. If I go on any of the Reddit pages, there is no Haji Basto news. He has had a share of ops or whatever when it comes to like when he was beefing with the Wasas before and stuff like that. But like for the most part, I'm not gonna say he stays out of the beefs, but Let me see here. I'm looking up YG. My bad. Haji Basto. Let's do that. Haji Basto. Let's see. When's the last time? Look, Torontology. One post says Haji Basto's been awfully quiet lately. What's he up to? 25 upvotes, 43 comments. People want to know. It's not just like, oh, what are you talking about Friday? Why are you checking on mans? Like, yo, dress up the talks. Like, no. I think the whole audience is kind of like, yo, this somebody's kind of missing. Look, 4 months ago, Haji Basto previews music. See, he's all in the bullshit too. Like he's smoking on ops. He's dissing a guy named dissing RO. Not a guy named RO. RIP to RO. This is 4 months ago, gang. This nigga's MIA, bro. Not to say that he's gone or whatever. Like he's laying super low. Sheepy says maybe he's working a 9 to 5. Yeah, right. Not to say that these guys can't. Like they'll probably have their own businesses and stuff like that, investments, stuff like that. But I just can't see like the man them working at a 9 to 5. I've discussed this with my co-host before. And maybe we can just do a quick mind experiment, a mental experiment here. If any of these Toronto rappers were to get a 9 to 5, what would they be? Like, yo, I gotta just stay low for a second. My parole officer, like I've been through this. My parole officer, when you're on parole, you have to have gameful employment. So man's gonna be on parole. What would the Toronto rappers be doing for the jobs? Give me some suggestions in the chat. Just even for the Toronto rappers themselves, in case they need to default to getting a job one day. All right. Sheepy says auto salesman. Gordon Halliday says he's working at 7-Eleven. Rude. You're rude. Oh, man. Six Pack says, no, man. They make you do that over here, too. You have to get gainful employment. Your PO will check and see if you have a job. They'll check your bank statements, all types of shit to make sure that your money's coming in from gainful employment. You can't just come back outside and be like, yo, don't worry, fam. I'll figure it out. Two Piece No Biscuit says Foot Locker. You guys got to understand, and I hear your suggestions here. Like these are rappers who, and I'm not just saying Haji Basto, for rappers of his ilk. These are guys who are talking about, I'm smoking on this person, F the ops. So now if you guys have to go get a day job, you can't have your head back all open on front page working at Foot Locker. I'm the ops. I come to buy a fresh pair of Air Force Ones. I'm in there. Me and my two goons balaclavaed up. And then Haji Basto, or God forbid, like a Top5 or a Pressa or somebody comes walking in from around the corner with the striped Foot Locker shirt. Like, I know Pressa did the music video where he had the Foot Locker thing on, but like, you come walk around the corner with the stripe, like, can I help you? Bam! Right in the kisser. So that's not happening. Oh, yo, I'm down for the merch. I'm always down for the merch. Salute to the brother who sent me this merch over here. If you see this, man, I'm gonna give you a shout out, man, because the merch has been nice. The merch has been nice. But yeah, somebody said guidance counselor. That could work. Turn your life around. Patty shop at the corner. You guys want these niggas to get killed. Brooklyn Black says Tim Hortons. Is that a little bit racist? I feel like it's a little racist. Some part of me makes me feel like it's a little racist, but anyhow. We'll move on. I need to get out of my DMs. I got too much shit going on in here. Okay, so let's move on to the West Coast. Almighty Suspect. I feel like I haven't said this name on the podcast in a while. I tried to stay away from American topics for a while, but this is too much high-level effery. I gotta get to it, man. All right, No Jumper has been kind of low lately as far as people having any interest on what's going on over there. And to be honest, the only time we really give a shit is when they're beefing. So we got beef. So Almighty Suspect, and I'll bury the lead, that nigga got fired. Adam 22 came back to the No Jumper show and he fired him. And I'm going to show you a few clips of what happened, of why Almighty Suspect got himself into this issue. He's been beefing with a dude from a Long Beach podcast, The Viral Way. Okay, a guy named Brandon, who was part of that Long Beach podcast. He still is. And Poetic Flacco introduced him to the No Jumper podcast. He got him onto the show. They got the new show that's been going on again. So it gives them a little bit more opportunity to get people who aren't on the main shows, like the No Jumper podcast and stuff like that. I feel weird even talking about this shit because it's been kind of dead over there. Maybe this is why Adam don't fuck with me, because like I just tell the truth. Like niggas ain't give a shit about what's going on No Jumper lately. So once niggas start throwing hands at each other, it's like, okay, we got action.
About a light-skinned nigga, no nigga, period. So if the nigga's that gay, he's always bringing up fighting. You can't be a nigga bringing up fighting and try to put it on another nigga to do something.
So,
But I just caught you one. I just caught you one. Just like that. You are a bitch.
Guys.
Oh,
Guys, come on.
So the man spit in his face, biological warfare. This is what the man had to resort to get his shit off. Just disgusting behavior from this guy. And I gotta say, with Suspect, with all due respect to him, I guess, he hasn't been a great podcaster. So it's like the only thing he really had going for him was the fight with Kelpie. He had a little bit of beef with Sharp, and he knows how to yell really loud, maybe yell over somebody and shit. But as far as his podcasting skills, I used to get hella annoyed when I was watching No Jumper like on a more steady basis. And anytime this guy Suspect would jump on a new show, I'd be like, if he was there without no Poetic Flacco, I'm not even watching. But when he would jump on a new show, I'd be like, I can't watch this. Half of the time he's doing this. Yo, cuz, you know what I'm saying, cuz? Yo, cuz, you know what I mean? My bad. He wasn't doing the cuz thing, all right? Let me be respectful. But, yo, nigga, like, bro, bring the mic closer to where, they say in podcasting it's supposed to be a fist worth away from your mouth. Pause. This nigga just disrespecting the whole art of podcasting or the craft of podcasting. Just disgusting behavior, bro. So the only thing that he really had people watching for is if he snaps on some light-skinned shit, like he can't control his emotions. Weird ass nigga. And I mean weird in a West Coast way.
Nigga, it was. Nigga, I spit on you. Nigga, got a nothing. Nigga, got a lot. Shut up, you a bitch. You a bitch. Nigga, knew you was a that part. Nigga, shut up. Shut up. Nigga, knew you was shut up. Nigga, you got spit on.
Right? He's at this guy, yo, you got spit on. But what we don't see, because this camera's going back and forth really fast, is the fact that, and it's going to sound like I'm snitching, but listen, I found this out through doing my deep dive. The fact this nigga got a knife on him. This guy right here, Brandon, is an ex-security, or sometimes he probably does do security. And he knows jujitsu. He knows MMA. I know MMA. Like, he basically would put this nigga Suspect in a pretzel, snap his neck. 2 seconds. And he says he loves fighting. He fights all the time. He fights on his spare time. So he was ready to take it there. But this guy has the knife on him because he knows this nigga snap his neck.
No, I didn't.
You did.
No spit touch me. No spit touch me. No spit touch me.
I watched it. Nigga, I watched
No
it.
spit
I
touch
watched
me.
it, nigga. I watched it. Nigga,
No
what we
spit-
gonna do? What you wanna do about it? What you wanna do about it, nigga? What you wanna do about it?
And this nigga's like he's blowing up his own spot. Because like I told you in the beginning of this segment, Adam has fired this nigga. So for you to be like, yo, I spit on you, and what? Even though it's on live, it's on a live stream, so you can't take it back on the live stream. If I was to spit at my camera right now, which I won't, I can't be like, oh, let me just wipe back from the live stream. I could take it out of the replay, but they didn't. These guys clipped it because No Jumper loves the fuckery, right? I'm not gonna blame them. But the thing is, the effery that I love is not internal. We don't have beefs between DJ Czar and Dusty, and we end up smacking each other in the face or getting into such a heated argument that later on niggas want to see each other in the parking lot. Like, nah, bro, that don't happen at We Love Hip Hop. Like, if we get into some deep fuckery, it's because we're talking about shit that's happening outside of us. These niggas, they make the news because they fight amongst each other. It's almost like, bro, Adam, just get rid of everybody and just do it by yourself, because none of these guys know how to act. The head nigga in charge right now, if I can call him that, is Lush One. Respectfully, the Lush One, because I mess with Lush. I have an interview with him. He's not the one that you want in charge right now, or your main guy besides Adam.
I mean, outside.
You a scary nigga.
What you want to do about it?
You're
What you want to do about it?
You're a scary
What you want to do about it, nigga? What you want to
Hey,
do
bro.
about it? That one. Nothing. Look, nothing. Look what? Do something about
Such
it.
a good pod before this happened,
Nigga.
guys. We're doing so good.
Nigga,
Also, keep in mind, the reason that these guys got into the room together is because Lush One invited Brandon to come in. He was scheduling this stuff, right? Adam 22 is not there right now, or he's back now, but at the time he was in New York City doing interviews. So he left Lush in charge. Great idea. Especially since Lush just got off a suspension for letting 40 niggas come over to the No Jumper studio to try to come in and do an interview. But sure, leave him in charge. Fine. And he invited these guys in the same room together when they already previously had a beef. I won't run the clip of these guys who when they were beefing before, but it looked exactly like this. Them yelling at each other. The only thing that was missing from that is the spitting. But they were yelling at each other saying, oh, let's go outside. Let's go outside. So why even put these two guys in the same room together? It's literally just for our fodder, for us to be entertained by, to watch you guys crash out on each other. That is so corny.
Dialogue.
Fucking
I was just about to say that, security. So some nigga want to do got mad.
Come do something.
Come do something.
This is why
Come
y'all
do something, Mr. Black Belt.
was on bullshit.
Come do something,
Y'all
Mr. Black
got
Belt.
no time.
Come do something, Mr.
Man
Black Belt.
brought a knife to.
Come do something, Mr. Black Belt.
No weapons.
Come do something, Mr. Black Belt. Ain't no weapons, police. Come do something, Mr.
Now
Black Belt.
there's a knife right there.
Come
You
do
pulled it
something.
out.
Where?
He's snitching. Because somebody's filming this, right? I think the cameras went off at this point, so I don't know if the no jumper cameras are filming. But say it again.
Come do something, Mr.
Man
Black Belt.
brought a knife to.
Come do something, Mr. Black Belt.
No weapons.
Come do something, Mr. Black Belt. Ain't no weapons, police. Come do something, Mr.
Now
Black Belt.
there's a knife right there. You
Come do
pulled it
something.
out.
Where?
I said, where? So let's play this out. Suspect. Susgerb. Let's play this out. Come on over here, nigga. Come here, nigga. Come here, nigga. What you gonna do now, MMA, nigga? Oh, what you gonna do now, jujitsu, nigga? And then the guy walks forward and he entertains you, suspect. What do you do now? Because you're 100 pounds soaking wet. This guy is a trained fighter. You have to stab him. You're gonna stab him in the No Jumper studios and put blood all over the orange carpet. Good idea, Susgerb. Yeah, keep that guy around. Of course you got fired, dummy.
Bro, you pulled the knife out. There was a Swiss Army knife. Bro, trying to fumble for it.
Where? Where? Police after you. Where? You're the feds. Federal feds.
Facts. they do put anybody on. They'll just, hey, listen, man, are you on a little bit of drugs? You know how to talk near a microphone. You don't even have to talk into a microphone. Just you know how to talk near a microphone. You don't even have to have the ability to not curse every 2 words. You can curse as much as you want. Come on over to No Jumper.
Nigga, go stop. Nigga, fuck you.
Ignorant. Ignoramuses. You got it. Listen, man. If Adam didn't get rid of this guy, I would have been mad. I would have been like, listen, I can't even watch No Jumper. I stopped watching No Jumper as much because of the way that the team had weaned down so much to the point where I was like, so what am I left with? Suspect and Lush 1? I'll pass. Respectfully to Lush 1, because I like Lush 1, right? But as far as him and Adam, there's no Brick Baby. Him, Adam, and Brick Baby around the table was not entertaining me. So then my only other option is Suspect. The only person I'm not mentioning in this equation is Poetic Flacco. You know why? Because I watch Poetic Flacco's content all the time. But guess what? I watch it over on his channel. I watch so much more Poetic Flacco videos. All right, pause, because I don't want to make it sound like, you know. I watch so much more Poetic Flacco videos than No Jumper that it's like the No Jumper videos don't even pop up in my algorithm. But anytime Flacco drops another video, it's right there. They're informative. They're quick. He has a good POV. He ain't stuttering in his house. Dare I say, Poetic Flacco is bigger than No Jumper. I said this before. I'll say it again. Poetic Flacco is bigger than No Jumper. I'm sorry. He does more views than these guys. He's more entertaining by himself. Yeah. I'm not saying leave them. Stay. Collect the check. But, bro, you've been doing more. You've been making more money than the rest of these niggas that sit around that place.
That's one of those. Or like you go out with her to the movies or something and you see some bad bitches and like, damn, my bitch ain't nowhere near as bad as them. You got to feel a little buyer's remorse.
So how do you feel towards the people who will say...
Hold on before we get into this part here. Carol says Poetic Flacco is the real MVP. Keep this in mind. They was dissing this nigga when he first came onto the platform. Look at this barefoot, stinky, whatever, fat nigga, all types of shit they were calling him. You know what I'm saying? They were making stuttering ass nigga. Get it out, Flacco. They were going crazy. What did I do? I interviewed this nigga. And then what did I do again? I interviewed him again. 2 times. Because I seen the potential in that nigga. He's been doing this thing from time before the No Jumper platform. And now he's running laps around them. The only reason we're watching anything that's happening on No Jumper right now, okay, is because somebody crashed out. Somebody attacked each other biologically with spit. And here we are. Now, okay, now we got a reaction. Other than that, I ain't watching that shit no more. You guys done killed the network. You destroyed whatever you had, bro.
My predicament was this.
Now that I unfollowed you because you said some stupid shit. Now I'm going to say some stupid shit. You fucked up your own shit, bro. You acted like a cuck, and now nobody watches your shit like that anymore. I don't care how much views it still gets. You have 4 million subscribers. You should be getting over 100,000 views. But it's because you have loyal subscribers. Any new viewers ain't watching that shit.
We watched
and half of the loyal viewers left too.
You know what? I'm gonna play it one more time because I want everybody to see this because I broke this down like a pound. You feel me? This is niggas like, oh, he spit on you, he spit on you, he spit on you. Let's all watch this. Let's watch. Let's clearly watch what happened because the film ain't gonna lie. We can take it to the game film. And then he stepped back. Brandon is this way. Almighty stepped directly towards.
Salute to Rich Trapper for this video.
Security. Let me play it back one more time. With this foot, he steps this way towards security. He could have went this way towards Brandon. Almighty literally. Let's take it piece by piece. Let's watch the step back first.
I just got you. Guys.
Step back. Notice he step backs and gets silent. No words come out until the security guard physically stops him from moving. Let's watch it.
Guys, the security guys, in front of him.
He waited till security got there to do anything. He could have flew. All right, Brandon, we chop it up with what me and you talk about. If it was me, that same scenario, replace you with Whack and me with Almighty Suspect. What do you know I'm doing with that table?
You could just move the table to the side.
I'm flying over that bitch.
Bro, there was a clear line where he could have just went straight up to me. Bro was not trying to engage with me at all.
If he was trying to engage, it would have been security getting him off of you, not security stopping it. It's two different things.
Exactly. But he wanted to try to bait me into going at him so he could try to stab me. That's what he was doing.
The step back.
Look at the side step. The side step is crazy.
Yeah, there's no.
These guys are breaking it the hell down. I got to address this comment right here. K6 Real says no jumper is headache content. Yo, fam, no cap, bro. You're just watching the shit. These guys are just yelling over each other, doing their podcast. Nobody's making points. The last time I seen Suspect in a real beef over there or any kind of beef, he was beefing with a chick, right? This chick Jaleesa. They were yelling at each other, ha 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 ha, like doing some little kid shit. I'm like, this is not good podcasting. I'm watching the clip because I'm not watching the actual pod. I'm just seeing the clip from a reactor video, right? I'm watching reaction channels to see what the hell's going on in No Jumper at this point because the content is just not entertaining. And listen, note this to Adam because I know Adam's gonna, if he sees this, he's gonna take it as a diss. Bro, you yourself as a good podcaster, as somebody who's good at making content, could look at your own channel and be like, this is not entertaining. This is trash content that's rolling through my channel, and I'm just keeping the lights on for now until I figure out something new. So don't get mad at people when they talk the truth, including point and shoot. Because I see them niggas over there trying to take this guy out, giving him mad copyrights because he's making commentary. I'm making commentary too. You're going to give me a copyright? It's all fair use. The fact that we don't even see a full screen of the content means the content has already been transformed. It's been being used in a transformative way. So for you to be hitting up point and shoot, niggas is down bad, bro. Because when point and shoot drops a video, that shit does 100,000 views in the first 4 hours. That's crazy. When the sink is shipping, wow, it's a tongue twister. When the ship is sinking, niggas turn real haterish. Say that 3 times fast. Holy.
There's no real aggression. There's no real aggression.
I know. There's people in the thing saying you got spit on point blank. Please play the tape.
I'll play back.
You will not see any spit flying anywhere, bro. I really thought something was gonna come out, so I flinched, but
you got your big ass.
Okay, so he's gonna break down what happened when the lights went out.
Guys.
Yeah, Lush didn't move. You're right.
Guys. I really thought something was gonna come out, so I flinched.
Yo, he moves fast, bro. You imagine this nigga running at you at full speed, bro. Holy, man. You about to die. I know Suspect was like fidgeting with the knife. Oh, my God. He gonna kill me.
But
you got your big ass.
I was gonna beat that nigga's ass for trying it.
Hey, your big ass got the fuck up. Look at this nigga Brandon. Watch right here. Watch this nigga get up.
Guys.
Watch right here.
Guys.
Oh my God. Hey, it sounded like, so is all that like, is that you trying to get to that nigga?
Nah, not even. Like,
that's the security guard yoking him up.
Bro, if I wanted to try to make something like fraudulent, like I'm not gonna lie on the internet. I don't never lie about nothing.
So all that groaning and shit is the security guard yoking up Suspect.
That groaning is him ramming Suspect up against the wall.
That makes sense.
Because Suspect pulled out the knife. And then you hear me say, look, he got a knife. Because I got up on him. And when I got up on him, him and the security was like both stuck in the corner. So the security like trying to hold me back, but he can't hold me back. So Suspect sees that the security can't hold me back. Bro reached in his jacket pocket and popped out like a large size Swiss Army knife.
Oh man, I don't know why I find that so funny, bro. This guy the security guy couldn't hold him back, bro. Pause. You see how big this nigga is, bro? The security guard was like, oh shit. He knows MMA. And Suspect seen that and it was like, oh no, my plan is foiled. He's gonna get up on me. Wow, Suspect. That is some suspect shit for real.
The smoke shop knife.
So, I guess, yeah. He literally had to use 2 hands to open up the blade on that bitch.
Okay, enough. I'm starting to feel embarrassed for this nigga. I have one more link, and then we're gonna finish the story here because the story ends with the 22ster, aka the Rooster, or not the Rooster. And I'm not gonna call you Adam 16 and all those other things like that man's call you, bro. All right. I F with your business savvy to a degree. But breaking news, this is courtesy of Yazzers 87. Almighty Suspect has been fired by No Jumper effective immediately. Almighty made an announcement in his Discord. What's going on with you, Almighty? Susgerb. That's 20 hours ago. You need to clean up them stories, boy. Why do you even have this in here?
I actually didn't get warned. The security already knows that I'm a stand-up human being.
That's how stupid this nigga is. You have this as evidence in your shit. Now it's in my live stream.
He was like, you know what? I've been watching. You're not straight. The tension is a good guy. Thicker than post BBL Cherokee ass. Is it? I mean,
You ain't never called me no bitch. You ain't never called me no bitch.
I just caught you one. I just caught you.
All right.
Head up.
Why are you keeping this evidence? I tell motherfuckers I don't think it's a good idea to do some shit. Then when it goes wrong, I'm the problem, laughing my ass off. Okay. I'll be live on my YouTube this evening at 5 p.m. Oh, my bad. I'll be live on my YouTube this evening at 5 or 6. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to hear more. Okay. Okay, bud. I don't know if we're going to do that. We're not that interested, bro. Sorry. Sorry, fam. So Adam made the announcement, and if we can find that here. Here we go.
Gentlemen, I have an announcement. Many of you are probably expecting this. As of today, Almighty Suspect will no longer be a host on No Jumper. For anyone who's living in a hole in the ground, there was a confrontation last night between Brandon, aka Bucci Bear, aka Dark Brandon, and Almighty Suspect that resulted in both spit flying and a knife being pulled out. Both of these are infractions that I fear we just cannot tolerate as a business. You know, many times over the past couple of years, I've looked back at the Kelpie incident and I have felt like I was a little too lenient. Like I feel like,
well, the man bought back up the Kelpie incident.
Like that incident, even though we managed to skate essentially because we got Kelpie to sign off on us suing us, I think it was extremely lenient of us to not fire Sus at that time. And I'm not going to lie, there's been a couple of times since then, in particular with the whole Jalise thing, where it really, really felt like he was on the border of attacking her. That got a little scary for me and made me feel like, Jesus Christ, maybe this is not okay. But yeah, I just feel like we just can't.
The kid is like he's too immature to have that kind of responsibility.
tolerate that kind of stuff in here. It's just way over the line. I have nothing against him. I told him I have nothing bad to say about him. I'm not gonna come on here and trash him. I'm not gonna treat him like a sharp or anything like that. But as a business, the liability associated.
Hold on. Let's mark that down. It is May 28th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He said, I'm not going to treat him like a sharp. All right. Mark this down in time so that later on, if something does happen, we can, rewind back to this live stream over here and we can see that Adam did not keep his word. So if Adam goes to war with suspect anytime in the future, remember this.
With having somebody on camera who we have like essentially no assurance is not going to fly off the handle like that. It's just too big of a risk, and it's just not the kind of platform that I want to run at this point. Ladies and gentlemen.
So lo and behold, he's basically been fired, man. We ain't going to be seeing no more sus. For anybody who's still watching No Jumper over there and keeps up on what's going on, you're not going to be seeing suspect anymore. All right. For the people like myself, all right, who've been watching and been like, oh man, okay, I'm going to switch to something else. The drama is over. The pain is done. No more suspect. I'm not trying to celebrate a man losing his job. I'm not trying to do that. It's just that he was really bad at it, man. So whatever. Salute to you, suspect. Keep on doing your thing. I'm sure you'll be able to do better on your own. Hey, those guys that back on Fig, they might hire you just as a play. So hey, you never know. You never know. We might see him again. Let's move on though. Let us move on. Salute to Randy. He's in the cut right now. I want to keep up, give you guys an update on this Pat Stay stuff. Okay. R.I.P. to Pat Stay. I've been looking into it a little bit more as far as what's going on with the whole Pat Stay case. I tried to bring it up with the homies from the podcast, my co-host, big salute to DJ Czar, big salute to Dusty Wallace. They weren't trying to talk about it neither. All right. We covered this on the live stream maybe about 2 weeks ago now. And there has been updates on the case. So I've done a little bit of research behind the scenes and I'm going to bring it to you. Let's see what I can find here. And there's a lot of news clips about this. All right. R.I.P. to Patch Day.
Callum Smith has been attending the proceedings for us. He joins us in the newsroom. Callum, there were some graphic details today.
Yeah, no doubt, Todd. We wanted to warn viewers of exactly that. The jury heard an agreed statement of facts today. That's essentially points that both the Crown and the defense agree on, and the jury is to take as the truth. As Consul Brad Benjamin approached Pat Stay, he said, "Call the police," before a seated Stay collapsed face down on the sidewalk. The officer rolled him over as he was gasping to breathe, with blood pooling beneath him. Consul Benjamin tried to keep Stay alert, asking him what had happened, but he did not respond. The officer held Stay's head to assist his breathing, but Stay did not provide any information about what happened. The jury was also told Stay was pronounced dead at 1:23 a.m.
Also, this is one of the officers that were in the building when this thing happened, because one thing that they were saying originally when the news first started breaking about the court case and the intricacies of everything that's been going on in the trial is that there was 2 plainclothes officers that were on the scene. And, naturally, the question that a lot of people are asking is, what were the plainclothes officers doing when this altercation was happening in the building? From what their testimony is saying, it wasn't seen like a bunch of commotion. I guess they seen that, Pat Stay was on the ground, and then from there, I guess they see. Let me just rewind this again because I just want to get more clarity. There's an article, but they're basically rereading what I read in the article.
With blood pooling beneath him, Consul Benjamin tried to keep Stay alert, asking him what had happened. Approached Pat Stay, he said, "Call the police." The jury is to take as the truth. As Consul Brad Benjamin approached Pat Stay, he said, "Call the police."
So he was already outside when he seen him.
Also told Stay was pronounced dead at 1:23 a.m. September 4th, 2022. dying from a knife wound to the chest. The Crown is trying to prove that Adam Drake caused his death. Drake has pleaded not guilty to second-degree murder. 2 forensics officers also took the stand today, detailing their work the morning of and in the days following Stay's death. Now, the trial won't sit for the rest of the week due to annual court meetings. Testimony resumes again on Monday.
What the hell is annual court meetings? These are the things that I don't understand because they delayed it the other day because obviously the holidays. Let me spell this properly. They've been doing good coverage over at CTV. I ain't gonna lie. So I played this on the pod the other day. Witness the oh no, I didn't play this part yet. I played this the other day from 5 days ago. I'm gonna play this.
A key witness has testified in the Crown's case of second-degree murder against Adam Drake. A woman who was with Drake the night he's accused of killing Pat Stay told her story in court today. CTV's Callum Smith joins us in the newsroom. Callum, this would certainly be a pivotal point in the case, I suspect.
Yeah, no question, Todd. The jury has watched a lot of video in this trial, both from the Yacht Club social and more recently at the Halifax Marriott Harbourfront Hotel, both before and after Pat Stay was stabbed. The footage shown by the Crown has followed one man throughout, but so far no one has officially identified Drake to the jury. That is, until today. Nicole Zakor took the stand. She said she was out for dinner and drinks with her best friend the night of September 3rd, 2022, when she received an Instagram message from longtime friend and acquaintance Adam Drake, asking her to grab a drink. She agreed, and she and her friend met up with Drake and one of his friends at the downtown Halifax hotel. After finding out the beer garden was closing, they ended up going to the Yacht Club social at 10:32 p.m. She said it was a social night with lots of shots, dancing, and having a good time. Zagor testified she's known Pat Stay for a long time and that there was always good energy between the two of them. She saw Stay arrive at the club that night and they said hello to one another. But as he continued greeting people, she testified soon after she saw him tumble over, falling to the ground. She didn't know what had happened at the time, but told the jury she thought he got punched. She said she saw him leave, but she didn't realize the severity of what happened. Her group of 4 left the club through the back door and went back to the hotel, with video showing her arriving at the hotel holding Drake's hand. Now, during cross...
What the... I need to hear a bit more. I had to leave the room for a quick second. My bad.
Long time, and that there was always good energy between the two of them. She saw Stay arrive at the club that night, and they said hello to one another. But as he continued greeting people, she testified soon after she saw him tumble over, falling to the ground. She didn't know what had happened at the time, but told the jury she thought he got punched. She said she saw him leave, but she didn't realize the severity of what happened. Her group of 4 left the club through the back door and went back to the hotel, with video showing her arriving at the hotel holding Drake's hand.
And listen, man, I know I'm treading on murky territory over here, but there's a couple of things that sound fishy about that testimony right there. All right. Now, she didn't know that she thought that these guys had a good relationship. From what we know and what we've been able to find out, and we're completely over here in Toronto. So this is happening over there in the East Coast in Nova Scotia. It's a complete different territory. Complete different life than what we're living over here. Obviously, like, you know, those guys have their own, it's a way smaller circle of people. You're trying to tell me that she didn't know that these guys had any kind of issues? Because when it comes to this, there was rumors that these guys had issues over a girl. Was it this same girl over here? And then going out the back door? How is it that they let them out the back door? That seems fishy to me, man.
Now, during cross-examination by Drake's lawyer, Michael Lacey, Zakor said they were not a couple and repeated that it was a good night and said Drake's demeanor didn't change after they left the club. She and the 2 others continued on to another bar, but she said Drake went back inside the hotel. Zakor said she couldn't have continued on if she knew Pat Stay was stabbed. Under cross-examination, she told the jury she didn't see any blood on Drake and that ending up at the yacht.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of like right now CTV, and this is CTV over there in the East Coast that's been giving the breakdown on this. Like they said in the last video, they're going to be delaying court for a little while. But I don't know, man. It seems like everybody's kind of flip-flopping as far as what happened the night of and what's going on now in the courtroom. Okay, I'm sure nobody was really talking the night of neither. You know, I'm sure police questioned everybody who was at the location or anybody who was involved. But from what we're seeing here, I don't know, man. Just the fact that this has already been put down to a second-degree murder case. When it comes to second degree, what they're going to be giving a manslaughter. It's disgusting to me, man. Like, I feel that Pat Stay's family is not going to get the justice that they're looking for. I'm hoping for the best when it comes to that. And listen, people are going to be like, so are you trying to wish jail on a man? Listen, bro, they killed this guy, took him away from his family. That's what happens when people take people's lives away. They go to jail. All right. And in most cases, they spend life in jail. It's just a reality. I'm not here to be the one that's like, oh, well, you know, freed all the dogs and demons. Nah, bro. Sorry, that's just not me. You're not going to get that from me. So if they can get justice being served, and I know the justice system is a piece of shit over here in Canada, but if they can, then I would love to see that. You know what I'm saying? So RIP to Pat Stay once again, man. Just a tragic incident. I'm gonna keep up to date with this to make sure that this goes through to the end, and hopefully that, like I said, that the justice is served. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, RIP Pat Stay. What are y'all telling me over here in the chat, man? Comment gang strong. Y'all are telling me about check Torontology. What's going on Torontology? I'll check. You are missing out. Check Torontology. What the fuck? You guys are making it sound like there's a 4-alarm going on over there. All right, I'm on Torontology. Let's go to new. An hour ago. The self-destruction of the Toronto scene, of the Toronto streets, GGG versus BFR. This is from an hour ago. Top 5 M24 official. What? Go on here. What am I looking for? 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. I'm not looking at that again. Let me see what y'all saying. He said, hide my screen. Nigga. What are you guys? Yo, what are you guys telling me right now, fam? Okay, I'm digging. What am I looking for exactly? Give me some K Money CCTV. Oh, listen, you guys might be late. K6 Real. Who else is asking me to go check this? Sheepy. Torontologist. Oh man, I want to show you guys on the screen, but y'all are telling me not to go check, not to do it with anything on the screen. Thank you for looking out, man, because Jesus Christ. Let's do the Torontologist. Okay, I'm going to open up the screen. Salute to a guy from Toronto. Let me leave that on the screen. Salute to our brother over there. I got to go quickly past that one there. Oh, you did. Oh, The internet ain't shit, man. Hold on. The internet ain't shit. Niggas really posted the man's yard, bro. Oh. Listen, man, it's hard being a rapper over here in Toronto, man. Jesus Christ. I'll open back up the screen. Holy. What do you mean CCTV? What are you guys talking about? Oh man, now y'all are making me. I'm gonna move on to the next story in a second, but you guys are freaking me out right now. Now I gotta check CCTV. I'm checking. I don't see anything right now, man. All right, I'll open back up the screen. I'll show y'all what I'm looking at. I'm seeing this right now. The CCTV, that's not CCTV footage, is it? Or is that somebody using their phone? I thought that was somebody using their phone. Okay, we'll circle back. All right, I'm gonna keep my eye on what's going on in the background at the same time. There's a couple of things I want to put you all on to before we get off of the stream here. Afrika Bambataa. For the people who don't know who Afrika Bambataa is, I think y'all should know who that is. He got convicted, but he got convicted in a civil case. All right. For the people who don't know what Afrika Bambataa has been accused of, he's been accused of touching people from back in the days, from back in the 80s. Old, nasty, old school nigga. All right. And salute the real truth. The real truth, who's been bugging me over here in the comments. I've been seeing him jump in my comments on different posts that have nothing to do with Afrika Bambataa. Yo, so what? You gonna talk about Afrika Bambataa and the MS Station case? I'm like, bro, can you stop putting those words in my comment section, bro? You can't use certain words in the comment section. Like, don't use the M word, family. I'm covering it now, bro. Holy. So he got convicted, but I'm not really happy with the conviction because he got convicted of a civil case. So I'll pull up some stuff courtesy of, and I'm just waiting for my screen to pop up so I can see, courtesy of Seti Nash Reloaded. Seti Nash got the breakdown. And then we're going to go to a clip from one of his victims, who is Hassan Campbell. All right, because Hassan Campbell is the most vocal, the most popular person out of that time was victimized by Afrika Bambataa. So let's go over it.
Yo, it's your guy Seti Nash, and this one right here, this one probably is gonna shake hip hop to a score. One of the founding fathers of the game, Afrika Bambataa, just lost a civil case for child sex abuse and trafficking. And you know what's worse? He didn't even show up to court. Yep, you heard it. Let's get into the nastiest story the culture's been trying to bury. Before we break it down,
he didn't even show up to court.
Let me remind you who we're talking about. Afrika Bambataa. Real name, Lance Taylor, one of the architects of hip hop, Bronx legend, the man who brought us the Zulu Nation, peace, love, unity, and having fun. That was their slogan. He gave us Planet Rock, changed the game with the electro beats, helped lay the foundation for the culture. But behind
that, having fun has a whole different meaning to me now when I hear it.
Behind the music, behind the fame, allegedly, some dark been lurking for decades. So here's the lawsuit details, all right? In 2021, an anonymous man, we'll call him John Doe, files a civil suit in New York. He say from time to time he was 12 years old, Bambataa abused him repeatedly. Not just abuse, though. He claims Bambataa trafficked him to other grown men. Said it went down between 1991 and 1995, 4 whole years.
Oh my God.
The man gave details where it happened, how it happened, the emotional manipulation, And what did Bambataa do? Nothing. No court appearance, no response. That's how you know this might be real. Because silence in court is a guilty verdict in civil law. So don't worry about pleading the fifth and all that crap as far as criminal go. But in civil law, yeah, bruh, you're kind of done for. So what happens when you get sued for something this serious? And
I seen somebody say in the comments that this means that they can bring up criminal case. I don't know, because they did something, and please help me in the chat. I don't remember the name of what they opened up the other day in New York City, where they can bring back old cases that were from back in the days, but there was only a short window of time that were past the statute of limitations, right? But there was a certain law that they implemented for a limited amount of time, and this is around the time when Diddy started getting hemmed up and stuff like that as well, where you could only bring up those cases that are past the statute of limitation during those times. So I think that time is already passed. And if they didn't take a chance during that time, you can't bring that shit up criminally. These cases are like from back in the 80s. So the only way that they can sue, to me, or from what my knowledge is that it is civilly.
Don't show up. The judge, Alexander Tisch, hit you with a default judgment. That means legally you just lost. Court said, we heard enough. You didn't defend yourself. You're guilty. Now they move into the damages. Financial punishment on the way. Let that sink in. One of the most respected names in hip-hop history just got hit with a judgment for child sexual abuse. And no one's saying nothing. Nobody. So we can get this up to 4K likes. Force this into the algorithms, because something got to be said, man. And this ain't new, y'all. In 2016, Ronald Savage came out and said Bambataa molested him back in the 1980s. Savage was a part of Zulu Nation too. Said Bambataa was running a whole entire ring, using his fame to lure in young boys. But after some time, Savage walked back his claims in 2024, said he used a fake ID, said it was consensual. But let's be real. How's it consensual if you're 15? Now, I will say,
disgusting.
If that's true, bro, we got to question Hassan Campbell as well. I'm just being fair. We had to question, buddy, because if the dude who said that said, you know what, I was 15, I had a fake ID, I don't know, bro. Something get a little odd. And with multiple men coming forward, the hip-hop community mostly stayed silent. Why?
Oh, my God. I'm not even, like, in shock about this. I found what y'all niggas was telling me to look for. I'll pull it up in a second.
It's Bambataa, because he's a legend. Or because folks don't want to believe people that they admire can be monsters.
We'll do a whole other story.
Let's talk facts. We cancel artists for less. Tweets, lyrics, controversial interviews. But this man got multiple accusations of abusing kids and still not enough noise. So, as soon as them allegations popped up in 2016, Bambataa quietly stepped down from the Universal Zulu Nation. They tried to say he was on leave. Nah, man, he was running. That whole moment, peace, unity, upliftment, it's tainted now. Imagine being a young cat looking up to hip-hop OGs thinking they gods or whatever they call them.
Zulu Nation is an important, extreme important is an understatement how much of a pillar that these guys were in the hip-hop community, especially in the 90s, early 2000s. Like their legacy ran, like people went to the Zulu Nation to squash beefs, all different types of things. Like these guys, Bambataa is an important figure in the hip-hop community.
On the East Coast, only to find out one of them used the culture as a cover for exploitation. You gotta admit, that is sick. And this ain't just about African Bambataa. It's about how many people enabled him, who saw something and said nothing, who protected him.
Facts.
That's what makes this story bigger than just one man. So what now? African Bambata's legacy? Done. Civil case? Lost. Criminal charges? Maybe. Not yet. But this judgment, that don't wash off, bro. If hip-hop don't address this head on.
One, he ain't even got the money to pay for the shit. So it's like trying to squeeze water out of a rock. Like, all right, so I owe the courts $100,000, garnish my wages. What wages? I'm a hip-hop historian. Like, we don't even have hip-hop pensions that you can, like, maybe garnish his wages from his pension. I hear that thing. That's why he didn't show up to court, because, okay, I lost a civil case. What's going to happen? He knows he's guilty.
You already know the rules. When you come in my house,
we're gonna get to that video in a second. I found the video you guys are talking about.
Take off your filthy shoes and super violate that like button. It don't cost nothing for you to show love. Hit the like button. Shall we begin? Shall we begin? In 2015.
Well, don't slow walk the shit.
Private security for whatever celebrities you name, from Jay-Z to Lauryn Hill and whoever else, right? Just to give you some names. After the phone calls was the sit down at Muhammad's house. F was there, Jerry was there. It was too many people to name. There was people there, a group of my peers in Afrika Bambataa, peers who basically confronted him with me. And at that time, in that moment, Afrika Bambataa, in the beginning, he admitted to what he did to me and he apologized. During that time, there was 3.
Yo, Carol, why would I walk on eggshells about the Zulu Nation? Fuck the Zulu Nation. How about that? Y'all are a bunch of freaking child abusers, bro. Why would I even walk on any type of eggshells around a bunch of disgusting people like that? You guys allowed Afrika Bambataa to be part of your set for how long? Knew that he was doing disgusting things, and you think you can get respect from anybody in the hip-hop community? You guys don't care about my respect anyway. I'm in Canada. But guess what? F the Zulu Nation. I ain't even going to get myself demonetized for y'all goofies.
Request from me. I didn't want no cash for myself. Nothing for myself. Even though I said it before and I say it again. Muhammad tried to get me to get $20,000 out of the nigga and give him $16,000 because he was behind on his rent. What about your friends? Yeah. And what do I look like? I was stupid. I got mortgage of my own, but I'm gonna give you $16,000 and take $4 for myself. That's what I was supposed to ask Bam for. You're right. It wasn't about the money. It was about the principle. I requested 3 things from Bambataa. 1, to put a tombstone on my big homie's grave. That was his top soldier, right? 2, to go get help. 3, to start some type of building or some type of foundation.
This is what I don't understand. What are these conversations? He abused you, fam. Why are you guys having conversations? Well, this is what you can do. I want you to do this. I want you to donate to this. Nigga, like, why are we even talking? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to victim blame or anything like that, but like, bro, you need to get, from the time that this man was doing these types of things to you, conversation should have been done. Should have hit him with the headshot. Like, come on, Hassan. I know people have said this about you before, but bro, I think this nigga had Stockholm syndrome. Because like, how are you even conversing with your abuser? It don't make no sense. This nigga was Cassie before Cassie.
With all the money he accumulated for the youth, nothing for me. Nothing. Life went on. Everything was cool until I get a phone call. Hey, yo, Haas. They talking about turning your TV off. These niggas talking about rocking your snot box. I said, what you talking about? He said, read the paper. Front page. Send me the link. I look. What? On the front page of the newspaper.
You got indigestion.
Is B Stinger, a.k.a. Ron Savage, teary-eyed crying, exposing Afrika Bambaataa. Similarities, my whole story. When he tell you, I took his story. I came out 6 months before Ron Savage. This is what y'all didn't know. I just took my story down 2 hours later. So now, after I see Ron Savage all over the newspaper, I calls Afrika Bambaataa himself. And I tells him, I'm hearing word on the street. Niggas is trying to move on me. I need for
So they were trying to murk this nigga so he doesn't talk about, because he talked about getting abused. That is crazy.
You to get me some steel. I need me a couple of pieces of steel so I can hold myself down. I ain't going to the police. We gonna turn up. Now I need me some steel so I can supply to the niggas around me if it's gonna be a war.
Respectfully, I have to say this, all right? And I'm not trying to victim blame, but bro, you shouldn't have been on defense. From the time that man touched you, pause, you should have been on offense. Get me the blicky. I need to go take this nigga out. You feel me? We're not having no conversations. People aren't giving me no heads up. Yo, they trying to kill you. Like, what are you talking about, bro? I already got rid of him already. What are you talking about? Maybe it's people are trying to get at me now because I murked the guy who tried to put hands on me in them kind of ways, if you know what I mean. But we got rid of him already. Man, y'all, gang, am I wrong by thinking this? That nigga do something like that, we already murked him. He's out of here. We left him. So for him and Bambataa to continue having conversations, and again, I'm not trying to victim blame, but I do see heavy Stockholm syndrome going on with Hassan. This is why he crashed out with last year sometime when he crashed out in front of his building and got shot. It's this shit. It's the Stockholm syndrome.
Oh, talk to Tafiq.
His mind is tormented.
Talk to who? Call Tafiq, let him take care of that. I'm talking to you, nigga. I said, you know what? All right. After that phone call, when I hung up, I ended up on Star's platform. See,
with the terrain.
The thing about it is, behind the scenes, Star was already going in on the Zulu Nation. And they was trying. I was on a conference call with them when they was trying to get Star to take the videos down, take my video down. Star wasn't trying to hear him.
Yeah, because for the people who don't know about this whole lore that's going on with this thing here, Star was actually the one who broke the story years ago about Afrika Bambaataa and Hassan Campbell and stuff, right? From what Hassan's describing here, he took down his video, but Star, when he found out about it, I remember watching it in real time. He was leaning in, pause, and people were calling in about it. We dissected it. I even think I might have called in that night, but it was crazy.
So I'm listening to them, talk or whatever the case may be. It didn't happen. Next thing you know, I'm on Star's platform. And that starts the journey to where we at right now.
Facts.
Now, there's something I wanted to play.
Listen, man, I'm not going to spend too long on this. I'm going to just play a little bit more.
The Wills.
It's just because, like, we've gone over this many times, and I think that he still hasn't gotten his closure. I'm not even going to play no more of it. Yeah, Hassan Campbell hasn't gotten his closure yet when it comes to this. A civil case is not enough, in my opinion, because of the fact that we're not going to get any money from him. It's like, get in line. I owe a bunch of people money, and he might be able to siphon like $60, maybe $200, $250 tops out of this nigga a month. If you sued him for $150,000, it's going to take the rest of his living life to be able to get at least $5,000 of that back. So the only thing I think that would really solve this problem with Afrika Bambaataa and give closure to the people who have dealt with the harm that he's brought to them from the past is lock that nigga up. somebody needs to actually file from those people who filed a civil suit. If you want a civil suit and there's any way that you can file a criminal suit, do that shit. All right? I'm saying lock that nigga up, bro. Put that nigga in jail. You're out here touching youths from back in the days, put that nigga in jail. Throw away the key, bro. Put him under the jail. I don't give a fuck. Anyhow, let's get to something that you guys were telling me about. And I don't know how I'm going to do this, because we did a whole segment in the beginning of this live stream. We're about 3 hours in. We're getting near the end. I have only a couple more stories. But right now, we did a whole probably 45 minutes on this whole story between the GGGs and MG4L, and the fact that the GGGs were able to get D-Money, Top 5's managers, chain back. There was a video that we already saw that's been floating around, and from that video, it shows allegedly some guys jumping up on K-Money, taking the chain. Now, in that video, if we can go back to the Reddit, Jesus Christ, gang. The original video that I showed y'all, and become a member of the We Love Hip Hop Canada Reddit. All right, our members are looking kind of sparse right now. We need more members. This is the original video that everybody was looking at before, that we were looking at earlier. If my internet was not fuck with me right now, hold on, let's refresh. Refresh. So this is the original video. It gets clouded out. Salute to Keeps It Solid for providing this video here, because the clouding out is perfect. And in this video, you can see the car driving away. So what y'all were trying to put me onto earlier, I finally found, and there's an actual video from inside the car. And you guys are saying this is CCTV video that they're showing? Because, like, does that mean that the boy them are on this shit? Because if it's CCTV video, then we got a problem, Houston. I'm going to have to freeze frame this because it's graphic content. But we can see here, looks like K-Money in the back seat here. There's the masked gentleman pulling up to the side of the car. They pulled they smashed the car, and I'll go forward a bit, or they smashed the window. Yo, this is crazy. Yo, what is this? Where did they get this footage from? I'm just doing it frame by frame because we can't really. And then somebody opens the door on the next side. Drags the individual out. And that's the end of the video. If you guys want to go see that yourself, go up on Torontology Reddit. And it's probably on the Torontologist Reddit right now as well. You'll be able to see that over there as well. That is insane. Holy shit. One second. I need to do something in the background here. Reddit. Let me show y'all something. This is so you do it. For anybody who's in the media, I'm going to show y'all a quick trick. For anybody who's starting a page or anything like that. And it's not a cheat or anything like that. This is just what everybody in the media does. Convert Reddit to video to MP4. Bada boom, bada bing. Download. Bare pop-ups pop up on these pages. You could do the same thing for YouTube videos, TikTok videos. Right? Friday's giving out the sauce. How dare he? Like, duh. This is how niggas do it, bro. It's not rocket science. All right. Download. Get rid of this ad. Thank God they didn't put any X-rated ad up on the screen. Give it a couple of seconds. Because I don't have my hard drive plugged in, it's going to ask me to put it into another drive. I will put it into my download drive, and voila. Now I have the video. Voila. And I'll be posting that to my own Reddit. And now I have it in my own drive. I can do whatever I want with it. All right. I got one more story that I want to cover, and then I'll be touching the road. I'm dropping an interview tomorrow with Jordana Goldlist. All right, salute to Jordana Goldlist, criminal defense lawyer, one of the best criminal defense lawyers in the country, far less more the city. And we're going to be dropping that interview tomorrow morning, 3 a.m. But getting into some criminal shit that is going on in the city is these fires that have been happening at the Indian restaurants. Now, in the East End, I reported this. I did a news report on this. There's been 3 fires that have happened in a space of 72 hours. Let's give it like 4 to 5 days tops. All right. 2 Indian restaurants by different plazas. And they were wondering at the time when they're investigating the whole case, if these 2 places were connected. Somebody confirmed that the same owners own the 2 places. But then a night after that, a Greek restaurant got torched as well. I don't know what's happening over here in the East End. I had my theories in my news story about the things being connected to the tow truck wars and shit, but what do I know, right? What do I know? Let's see. Scarborough restaurant fires. See, the SEO strong. SEO strong. So there's been multiple stories about this that have been posted, right? 2 fires in Scarborough restaurants connected. Let's see this. I'm gonna find some more in a second.
Well, police are investigating 3 separate fires at Scarborough restaurants in the last 4 days. This one happened early Friday morning at a plaza near Kennedy and Lawrence. Witnesses reported seeing people enter the restaurant and start the fire before taking off. Luckily, no one was injured. Early Saturday morning, police responded to an arson at a strip mall in the same area. Surveillance video captured 2 people intentionally setting that fire as well. Investigators.
What the hell? Did they just show the thing that I knew that I can show on the screen? God damn. Anyhow.
Investigators believe these 2 fires are linked.
At this time, we do believe that these 2 incidents are connected. I do want to clarify, however, that investigators do not believe that a separate fire that took place this morning, also in the area, is related to these 2 incidents. That investigation is still in its early stages, and it is being treated separately.
The third incident.
See, this is the third place, the Greek restaurant.
It happened this morning at a Greek restaurant on Birchmount, south of Ellesmere. Firefighters extinguished the fire, but not before the flames caused significant damage. The fire is also believed to be arson, but not tied to the other 2.
Why would it not be tied to the other 2 if it happened in just the last space of days? Because 2 are an Indian restaurant and 1 is a Greek restaurant? They're all restaurants. They all have something in common.
It's a third one in less than a week here in the community. It's very disconcerting. It's very disappointing. It's very difficult for the community as a whole. It just seems as if we're under siege. It's obviously difficult for the business owners as well with respect to what's taking place. This is unbelievable. I've never seen anything like this before, but I can assure you that every effort's being taken to get to the bottom of this.
A gas can could be seen inside that restaurant that was gutted by this morning's fire. Fortunately, no one was injured here either.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This East End is on, well, no pun intended, on fire right now. I'm going to just go online and see what else I can find here, because like I feel like there's been more things that have been happening right now, man, since those 2 things. Just give me a second. Let me just pull up this other screen so y'all can see what I'm looking at. Bong. So yeah, the last report is like from a day ago when it comes to this. 2 fires. This is what we just looked at.
To an alleged arson in Scarborough at a restaurant that happened early this morning, and whether or not officials can connect it to 2 other suspicious fires that happened in the same area. Here's what they had to say.
In the early morning.
Okay, we already seen this shit. What do y'all think, gang? Do y'all think that all 3 of these things are connected, or are we dealing with just random fires that are happening over here in the East End? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been getting kind of crazy over here. Like, I feel like there's been more B&Es that have been happening in the East. A lot of people talk about the West End, and I'm not trying to have no crime Olympics. Oh, like the East End is crazier than the West. Like, who cares? Like, we need both sides of town to calm down, all right? But I've been noticing from any time I look at any coverage that's happening on the news that in the East End it's been getting a lot more active. And I don't know if it's a product of just more gang activity that's happening in the city, or maybe our country is just kind of, people are starting to realize that our laws are so lax that we could just get away with anything. You know what I'm saying? They've investigated 3 different fires. We haven't heard about 1 arrest. We probably won't. And if we do, that shit will be like beat the case in no time. There's one thing that I wanted to ask you guys quick fast, because also pertaining to that, there's police are out here. They're supposed to be doing their job, right? Doing investigations and stuff. But would you guys be interested, and I've asked this before, would you guys be interested in me potentially interviewing a Toronto policeman? All right, 1 in the chat if it's a yes, 2 in the chat if it's like, nah, bro, don't bring no pigs on your network. Like, I already heard the response when it comes to bringing people who are supposed to be rats or alleged rats or convicted rats on the network. People are ready to kill me when I talked about bringing Mayhem Moriarty on the show. And then a lot of people were like, bring him on. But what about a cop?
Guys are getting rowdy, have to write it down. Yeah. There's a time and a place. I've been feeling jaded like there's lines on my face. Yeah. But I'm only getting started now. I can't wait too far from where I started out. Yeah. Yeah. Will I see tomorrow? I don't know. Yeah. I don't have to worry, God is in control. Yeah. He told me
I don't gotta worry, God is in control. You see, he's flowing. And he's a rapper. Come on, gang. I think we might got our candidate. Right? Police definitely watching. I know this. I've told you guys the story multiple times about bumping into a policeman at Rolling Loud. Love the show. Well, no pound. Podcast and now live performers. Yes. Police is doing everything. Okay, we watched the police podcast over here before with the 2 Muslim guys, right? So now they got rappers. I think we have a candidate, gang. I think if we can get this guy on the show, we might be able to get to the bottom of some of the reasons why it's such a catch and release system. Maybe be able to get into the mind of what it looks like to be on a bust. I don't know. I don't know what this guy does. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what his duties are. He might be a traffic cop for all I know. Right? He might just be in the middle of like Young and Wellesley and shit like that, like directing shit around potholes and shit like that. Like, I don't know. But like, if you're running up in spots, you're pulling out your burner. Have you had to kill anybody before? Can we talk about it? 1 in the chat if I should interview a policeman. 2 in the chat if that's a no-go. No, sir. Don't do it Friday. All right? 2 in the chat if it's a no-go. But 1 in the chat if you're down for that. All right? I ain't even going to lie to you. Y'all already called me federal, but I'm down for that. Let me put this nigga back on the screen. Homie, what's your IG? Because I couldn't even tag homie. Right? On the right, on the run open mic, put a 2 in there. 111 Theory, put a 3 in there. All right. Bro said lions on his face. Jaded. That was a nasty one. Yo. He's flowing.
That he already blasted. So I'm going and there's no waxing. Will I see tomorrow? I don't really know. No. I don't have to worry. God is in control.
Yo, hold on. You didn't see what he did there.
He told me that he already blasted.
What he said, I already know God is in control. Ooh, that's aura. That's what the kids are saying now, right? He got aura, gang. Does the cop got aura?
So I'm going in. Look, yeah, I've been viewing from my city, seeing who's about it like I'm choosing my committee. I know some young boys speaking truth who are so litty.
They like it, right? Watch her. Oh my God, he's actually a cop. Oh my God, I think he looks so cute in his uniform.
So pretty, dropping bombs, so pretty, it's a fact. They're my phonies, you can tell that it's a act. But I only roll with you on.
The deputy's the DJ.
Who don't vote for this and that. Get the telly, I'm just fine.
Watch this guy. Yo, what's going on in here? Is that the nigga from the podcast? Huh? Somebody who watched that episode when we reviewed the podcast. Is that the same guy? A lie. All white people. I think I seen a couple of chocolate chips in there. Oh man, this is the ain't shit live stream right now. Hold on, what are you saying here, Looney? Tell the boy pick a side. All that bass in his voice. Listen, man, he's spitting hot fire. Dylon. Gibbs 512s down for it. Yo, I seen bare ones in the chat, so we're not even acting like I ain't trying to do this right now. Oh, he's double timing. Nigga, he's rapping better than a lot of Toronto mans right now, man. Oh, shit. The man switched flows like 3 times, bro. Oh, y'all niggas could never. Y'all niggas is putting up CCTV shit and beefing and taking chains and shit. This nigga's actually putting pen to paper. Bars. Good Lord. Yo, bro, chill. Leave some bars for the rest of these niggas. I had to take a sip of my ice cap right there. That shit is too fucking hot for me, bro. You niggas ain't even gonna act. I know it's fuck the police same way. I understand. It's still, all right, to this day. I'm gonna demonetize myself. But whatever. It's still F the police to this day. But that nigga is flowing. He's floating there, I say. Oh, Lee. Oh, that's it? We need the extended version. Give us the full show, fam. Oh, Lee. Where's my... Y'all gonna act like that shit ain't fire? You're gonna lie. Lie to me, gang. All right. I ain't gonna ask y'all, listen, because y'all can see everybody's names in the chat and everything. I ain't gonna ask you guys to give me a 1 in the chat if it's fire, 2 in the chat if it's doo-doo. All right, we ain't gonna do that. All right, I ain't gonna make y'all out yourself. Yo, that police shit was pretty fire. I'll take the arrows for the city. I said it. Friday Ricky Dreads, certified, approved. Hot fire, Dylon. Forward to the We Love Hip Hop podcast, bro. We need an interview, fam. All right, we're gonna ask you about your bars. Don't worry, I'm gonna ask you about your music, but then we get into the fuckery. We need to know, when's the first time you bust your gun, my guy? What did it feel like when you got your graduation and you got to be a police for the first time, and they gave you, I'm obsessed with the gun part for some reason. They issued you your first firearm. They said you can have that. You can bring that home with you. Fam, because I know me. Oh, I could bring this home. I can just carry, yo, fam, I could unload this on somebody and then you guys just clean it up for me. Oh, that's why they can't let hood niggas be cops, bro. Niggas just be too corrupt. I keep on telling you. You guys keep on calling me federal, and thank you to Looney for the donation. Big thanks. It says salute WLHH. Listen, I told you guys this a million times. I could never be a cop because you give me a gun and I could just go around and do my thing, bro. I fight crime. Oh my God. Holy, the pantry would be full of bricks. I'm robbing all you niggas. Give me that shit, bro. I'll give you 30 years or give me the key. Which one? All right. That's all I'm saying. I don't have the moral fortitude to be able to do the job. So I want to know, this is why I need to ask these niggas. So you never get temptation? All right? You open up the trunk, you see like 10 bricks in there. I'll let you go. I know he's not going to answer these questions. Listen, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna cut all of this out the live stream because I'm sure these guys have to clear it with their media department, all this type of shit. I'm joking. I'm not going to ask him any questions that are going to get him hemmed up or get him fired. But I am going to ask the real questions. So if you see this, officer, whatever, holler, Officer Rappity Rap, holler at your boy. Actually, that's going to be crazy. I'm going to tell you guys a secret. I have DM'd these niggas. I want to interview you guys, bro. But you got to DM the TPS. Be like, yo, how can we get an interview? Not on some, I got something to tell you. No. Bring in an officer to the studio. Who can you send? And then I seen this guy pop up. Oh, hell yeah. Bring that nigga. He raps. It falls right into the whole thing. We love hip hop. And then we're always talking about these niggas doing all this criminal shit. How much of this shit do you watch on your spare time? Or how much of it is a job? These are questions that I have. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. If I had a chance to talk to a cop for at least an hour, bro, I'm asking him everything in the friggin' book, bro. Forward. Anyhow, let's leave this alone before you guys think I'm way too federal. Speaking of federal, not federal, big salute to Jordana Goldlist. Interview dropping tomorrow morning, like I told y'all. 3 a.m. is going to be dropping for all of the audio listeners. We back over here, 6 p.m., tapping in for that interview right there. Like I said, great criminal defense lawyer. She has helped a lot of people beat their cases. So I suggest you guys tap in. We'll be getting a lot of jewels from that interview. It's not even an interview. It's more of a conversation. And I get to ask her different questions about current trending topics and trials that are happening right now and get her professional opinion on them. So salute to her. Tap in for that. We'll be back next week, man. Or if there's anything that's breaking, I might do another live before the end of the week. All right. We are off of this. Deuces.